What's up? Hey, y'all. Anybody watching? I went to go live, and AJ decided she wanted to be up here in my lap. So I didn't figure it hurt anything. She's a sweetie. She's my big girl. A sweet thing. And, well, maybe I ought to go through and get to where at least I can see the, what is this? Oh, I was starting to watch something. That ain't going to work. I never did get around to watching it. That's okay. Oh, hey, Penny Ortiz. How you doing, darling? I don't know if you can hear me or not. Let me go click buttons to make me. For some reason, sometimes this thing don't work. Can you hear me? Just want to make sure. Um, so many times when I go live, people telling me your audio, no audio, and oh, excellent! I'm glad to hear it. How you doing out there in Oregon? The that is where you at, right? Oregon. The I'm kind of getting a little excited about going out to the West Coast. It's still going to be a couple of years, um, but 2028. The but I'm looking forward to that. Tammy won't fly, of course, and she won't fly. She won't get on a boat, and I don't reckon I go anywhere she doesn't. Uh, hey, Karen Gaudiosi. Certainly a pleasure to see you, ma'am. And I'm just doing my regular, I guess it's my regular uh, uh, almost semi-scheduled pop-up. The It's just something to do. That reminds me, I really hadn't looked at the. Uh, Maybe I should look at that just for something to do. I never have an idea what I'm doing up here. Sometimes I think that they draw down or take hours off, but maybe not. I need 400 and, well, let me see if I can see that better. Uh, we're doing fantastic here in Oregon. We're in the high 80s. Wow. To low 90 degrees here Friday. I thought it's supposed to stay cool over that way. That's always been my impression anyhow. Uh, Enjoying my coffee. I didn't have any coffee today. We got, there's a few of us supposed to be doing like a weight loss 90-day challenge. Well, for me to do that, there's several things I have to do, and one of which is give up coffee. That just always seems to work best for me. Um, Watching a rainy day, cool. When I do go on one of these weight loss binges, I guess it's a binge. Uh, when I go and do it, though, you know, I have a tendency to, there's several things I need to do. And let me see if I can see this properly. 2508. Okay. So at 2508, that means I need 492 hours. Uh, might as well do this to do it, right? Seems like it. Uh, put on my wedding ring. My mom is supposed to be coming back up this way. No sugar and no. Well, for me, I did a little research at one point. I'm what is known as pre-diabetic, and I did learn. I did a little research at one point. At least this is what the internet's telling me. I don't know how much faith you can put in it, but um, it says that coffee has a tendency to desensitize the body's sensitivity to insulin. And so I don't know. And since I tend to think of weight loss as no sugar, no, okay, making sure I'm still on track. I tend to think of weight loss as being diabetes related. I think a lot of things are related, interrelated, but you can't always. You know how one thing tends to lend itself towards another. That's what I think. I think that a lot of things. I guess the question is: there a causal factor or causal relationship to the other? I don't know, but I think it could be possible. So it's just like, well, is it the 4 pest or the 5 pest campaign? I don't know if y'all familiar with it, but there was this, and let me look it up just to make sure, because I know it's either the 4 pest or the 5 pest campaign. Uh, it was, uh, is it the 4 pests? Yeah, the 4 pests. Okay. Um, oh Lord, no. If it's normal here, you get high as 107. Wow, that is pretty hot here in late into August. But we don't deal with humidity or heat. Is oh wow, that would make a world of difference. Hey, you drunken chef, good to see you, brother. Um, oh goodness, we got Shawnee Groves too. Thank you. Oh, well, I thought it was funny, kind of accurate too. Um, that's pretty hot. I mean, I don't know how hot it gets here in Mississippi, but I don't know if you saw any of that live stream I was doing yesterday. But I mean, it's like swamp around here, a lot of places. Not all of it. There's a lot of good ground, but Mississippi is one of the 5 wettest states. I mean, the most rainfall. Mississippi is one of the, and I guess it depends on year to year, but most years Mississippi's ranked pretty high in rainfall, and there's that you do have like swamps and that type of thing down, in Mississippi. You don't see as much of it up here. Oh, hey, Digits, reminds me. I don't know why it reminds me, but I will drop a link in case somebody wants to come up. I never know. Sometimes Digits comes up. He don't always, and I don't blame him. But just in case he wants to. Um, for that matter, hey, Mac Moment, the the heat around here, there's a lot of humidity. Eddie will tell you that that things are more extreme out there, but I would say things are more extreme down here. We got high heat and we got high humidity. I don't think you have a whole lot of swamps down there in Texas. Although I know they do have some, they do have some gators and what have you. We saw a gator yesterday on that live stream. I don't know if you could see it from the live stream or not. I don't. I doubt you could, because if you've ever tried to go live from a phone and point it in that direction, I'm not good with the phone, and so I don't think it has great. You can't zoom in that I know of. Maybe possible, but I don't know how you can do it. Anyhow, the it just but it does get hot down here. Now 107. I don't know if let me ask Google when was the last time Mississippi saw a day with 107-degree temperature. Well, it said we had the last time a region in Mississippi reached an official temperature of exactly 107 degrees was August 26, 2023. On this date, the Gulfport Biloxi International Airport hit that mark, which is tied with a few inland cities like Jackson, August 30th, 2000, and the highest recorded 107 observation of state's modern history. Okay, so that's pretty hot. Hey, good to see you, Peaches. Um, of any swamp areas anywhere in Oregon. Well, that makes sense. You know, although Oregon's got a reputation for having been a lot of woodlands. Some of it, I mean, you got Portland and everything, but you know, which is city. I don't know how much. I've never been there. Furthest west I've ever been was out to Arizona, and I went to Phoenix, and I went to. I guess I could tell that story. That's been a long time ago. Um, when was that? Um, it's only going to uh, back before I met my wife. Before I met Tammy. You know, there was another young lady I was engaged to by the name of Tammy Renee. My wife's name, Tammy Renee. Her name was Tammy Renee. They spelled them different, you know, as far as the Renee part, but both of them named Tammy Renee. All right, so uh, I dated a girl that she was in North, I guess it was kind of North Mississippi. She was from Louisville, Louisville. It's pronounced different. You know, you got Louisville, Kentucky, but there's Louis. It's spelled the same, but it's pronounced different. There's a Louisville, Mississippi, and her name was Tammy Renee. And I guess I'll tell her. She'll never see this, and besides, it don't matter. You know, her name was Tammy Renee Reed, and she was still living with her parents at that time, um, and I guess yes, she had graduated high school, all that kind of stuff. All right, so she was old enough. You know, we were engaged at that point. I've been engaged to two women in my life, both of them named Tammy Renee. Um, I doubt my wife will come in here. At some point, she'll pop her head in. I'll ask her to sit down and chat with us. I don't think she will. She might. Can't ever tell. But I was dating this girl. And, yeah, I know. I'm kind of circular. Um, see, well, that's awesome. And what's going on with Shawnee? You know, uh, I don't know. Shawnee, if you're still here, I'm sending you love. I'm curious, Shawnee, Peaches, never mind. Y'all keep your conversation going. That's good. Uh, her parents, Tammy Renee's, you know, Reed's parents, moved out to Phoenix, Arizona. Well, that made it harder to live up on a mountaintop. That's cool. But yet I can drive it, let's say, drive 45 minutes to the coast of the Pacific of Oregon, where I go once or twice a week, uh, a week driving. Oh, cool. Tammy loves seafood. Hey, Simply Debbie Sue. Good to see you, darling. One of the odds of having the same name, at least you couldn't be accused of saying, Accidentally. That's right. Well, to be fair, I dated a lot of. I dated a lot when I was young. I was just looking for love. Um, I just haven't said hello to her in wow. Oh, cool. I didn't know if I'd missed anything. Actually, I'm now feeling well after 6 days. Well, I'm glad that you're feeling better. Um, anyhow, hey, Lisa M. H., always a pleasure to see you, ma'am. You know, let's see. Hey, Devin, good to see you. All right, so anyhow, they moved out to Arizona. Well, I decided, one Christmas season, I was going to go out to visit her. You know, uh, what you did it? Yeah, this is probably around 1920. I don't remember how old I was. Um, it was probably around there though. Well, I did date a lot of. Uh, okay, I knew that was going to come up. You know, I probably dated 10 or 12 Tammys, somewhere in that neighborhood. I don't remember. You know, but it was a lot. Um, I dated a lot. That was probably only about somewhere between maybe 8 to 10% of the girls I dated, maybe somewhere in that area. It was around Christmas though. Uh, anyhow, so I drove out to see her. You know, it was kind of an interesting trip. I guess that's why I started telling about it. Anyhow, uh, do you like Ghost Hunter? I don't think I've ever seen it. Um, so I left Hattiesburg, and my brother at that time was living over in Dallas, and so I thought I'd just stop over in Dallas and spend the night because it was that's a long drive. I just figured it's about halfway. So when I stop in Dallas, you know, I go to call my brother. No answer. Come to find, when I tried, excuse me, I tried calling home. Come to find out, my brother was in Hattiesburg. He'd come back to spend the holidays with the family. I mean, having a seafood dinner with a lot of different, shellfish and fresh ocean fish. Oh, nice. Dinner one night with our Oregon meetup. And there we go. Uh, hey, that's a good sales point for my wife. I hope you can come to our meetup as well. Yeah, that's the plan. It's what I got in mind anyhow. Turned down a lot. Counted those as dates too. So I was that's funny digits. Um, oh, will do 7 apologies. Uh, I'm trying to make sure I don't miss anything. I'm bad about that, so I have to be hyper focused. All right, so um, oh yeah, Wyatt had already driven back to Mississippi. Well, I guess while I was driving towards Texas, but he was back in Hattiesburg while I was heading out to Phoenix. All right, so I decided, since I didn't have a place to stay, really didn't have a whole lot of cash at that time. When you're a young adult, when you're a young man, you ain't got a whole lot of money. I wasn't making much money back then. I think at that time, I think that's why I was a bus boy, maybe, or a cook. I started out as a bus boy over at the IHOP and ended up becoming a cook. So, you talked about, keeping on top of the chat, but don't worry about it well, I appreciate that, Peaches. Uh, that's awesome. Um, so anyhow, so I was driving out to Arizona, and it was in my brother's car. He was in the Army at that time, and so I didn't have a vehicle except for his. He let me use his car while he was out. Um, and it was a pretty beat up vehicle. Um, it was had a bunch of Bondo spots on it and didn't have a single panel in the vehicle. Um, and anyhow, called it. His nickname for it was the Turd Mobile. Hey, I'm not trying to be controversial here. Just saying, just telling you the truth. And let's see. Um, hey, Tuber Chat, good to see you, Kevin. Uh, calling you out. I need a challenge coin though. Well, I'll have to get some challenge coins in. I reckon. I don't have any. Well, I got a few, I guess, from that I was given. Well, wait a minute. That's not true. I did make one challenge coin that was called a Good Cop, Bad Dog Show challenge coin. I'm not sure I really understand the challenge coin concept, but I did make I did make 5 coins. I think I've got one. Radio Jonesy has one. Devil Dog has one. I don't remember who the other 2 went to. I don't remember. One of them might have gone to Al Chafe. I don't know. He was around a lot back then. I expect he's still doing stuff. Anyhow, I used to pick up hitchhikers. At least I did on this trip. I probably picked up 8, 9 hitchhikers on this trip just because, well, it was easier to keep awake. I bought a brown Toyota Starlet. Well, this was a Mazda 808. For a hint, $300 growing up. We called it the doo-doo brown. Okay. Well, that sounds similar to this one, but it was a Mazda 808. But I picked up a couple of hitchhikers, and it was a pretty uneventful trip going over there. Took me about 24 hours to get there. And then when I get there, Tammy Renee Reed, not my current wife, but Tammy Renee Reed says, you need a bath. That's the first thing she said to me. I guess I was pretty rank at that time. Anyhow, well, let's see. Oh, cool. Let me subscribe to you, Moto. Devin or Moto? What kind of stuff? Still dark. Okay. I'm just checking it out. Morning routine. Okay. Well, anyhow, we went through and let me continue on with the story. See, you could serve a full meal on that bumper. Oh, wow. Huge on a little car, for that little car. All right. So, anyhow, we went through, and I finally get there. She says, you need a bath. I guess I was feeling pretty rank after driving all the way 24 hours. It makes sense, I guess I was pretty filthy at that point. By the way, if you're enjoying the story, please hit the like button. Hey, other YouTubers say it. I don't really say it very often, but it doesn't really matter whether you like it. Obviously, I hope you like the story so far. There's more to it though. If you like it so far, hit the like button. I don't know. It doesn't hurt to do stuff like that, I reckon. But I was dead set against saying that for the longest time. Share how people can download her channel because I want to subscribe. Okay. Watch out, sweetheart. Let me see if I can tell. Uh, whose channel do you want me to share out? I'll get the link for you real quick. Uh, Download their channel. I don't know how to. Well, thank you, Penny. I think it's entertaining. Most of my life seems to have been entertaining. A lot of it stuff happened to me before I got married. But by the way, let's see. Oh, yours? That's not a problem. Um, all right. I will drop your link. Although all you have to do to drop your link is hit 29 and hit enter. It will drop your link. Watch, I'll show you. I'm going to type a 29 and hit enter, and it will drop my link. Should. We do have Nightbot set up on here, and sometimes that can help you with doing stuff like this. I used to be better at YouTubing, and there we go. You just hit the shout out to me, please. Well, I thought we just didn't we? Drop your link, Devin or Moto, and shout out to you, I guess. That works for me. Anyhow, all right. So I was driving back from Arizona. I was there for a week. Had a good time, I guess. But when I drove back, I started to pick up hitchhikers, I guess earlier. That's because I saw hitchhikers a lot quicker. I don't think I saw a whole lot of hitchhikers this way, but once I got, further west, they seemed to see them, pretty consistency or pretty consistent. So we went through and, at first, man, it took me 24 hours to drive to all the way to Phoenix, Arizona, and then it took me 36 hours to drive back. And part of this was because, at one point I was so tired that I think I left in the evening, which was a stupid thing to do. But I guess I didn't want to leave my girlfriend at that, I want to spend most of the time, I could with her. Anyhow, so, and I picked up a hitchhiker at one point. I decided to let them drive. Oh, how? So, Peaches, I don't know how, you weren't a mod on here. I know you and I've known you for a good while. Yeah, there are a lot of good channels in here, so make sure you connect with one another. Check out these other channels. Anyhow, so I picked up a hitchhiker. I decided I'd let them drive. Can you imagine that? This day and age, thinking back, hey, Cam fam, good to see you. But I let them drive, and they drove me all the way out the way. They didn't go any. I told them which way we was going. I wanted to go. I said, just drive them as close as you could to just drive as close along the way as you can, and I'll keep going, and you have to make the rest of the way. Well, I guess I should have thought about it because, well, thank you. I appreciate that. Anyhow, so they drove me way out the way to get themselves to where they were trying to go. I can't say I blame them. After all, somebody hands you the keys. And then goes, because I was trying to get some sleep. I really couldn't get to sleep, but I wasn't watching the road either. So, and if that wasn't the worst part, that wasn't even the worst part. The worst part is I was, just about out of gas. So I had to find a gas station real quick. And then I didn't have a map or anything. Or maybe I did, and I just couldn't find my way. That's digits or not digits, depending upon who he wants to be at any given time. Digits is always you never can tell. But with digits, he's an interesting character. Anyhow, hey, that ain't the end of the story. There's a lot more to come on. Well, so I picked up, after I dropped him off, ended up finding another hitchhiker. And after all, I mean, it's at night. I'm trying to get back from Phoenix, Arizona to Hattiesburg, Mississippi. Hey, Fairbricks, good to see you. I'm trying to get back to Hattiesburg from Phoenix, Arizona. And so I picked up another hitchhiker, try to keep me awake. The Anyhow, so I pick up another hitchhiker. We driving down. We get to about where the western part of Texas, and right there in El Paso, there is a spot where you're just across the border from Mexico. But guess what? When you talking with, hey, Steve, good to see you, brother. There is a spot right there across the border. Let me make it. Just finna give my daughter Jacqueline a dog a bath. Oh, cool. And we get to talking about Mexico. Me and this hitchhiker, and the hitchhiker's talk about how he has been down to Mexico so many times and done this and done that, and I always found Mexico to be an interesting looking. It seemed like an interesting place. In fact, I'd learned a little bit of Spanish, not a whole lot, but I had taken like 10th grade Spanish, something like that. And I think at that point I think that was right before I started college, so it must have been around 19. Anyhow, my Spanish was, I didn't know much. I know a little bit. I wasn't exactly conversational. And so, anyhow, he says, man, let's go to Mexico. I said, man, no, I ain't going to Mexico. I'll get lost. And I don't speak, I'm not any good with Spanish. Well, Spanish. So he said, no, man, we won't get lost. I go down there all the time, never get lost. It's easy, yada, yada, yada. So I said, okay, fine, let's go to Mexico. I'm kind of, I tend to be a bit, what's the word, where you do anything, do a lot of things right off the bat. Spontaneous, that's it. I tend to be, a bit spontaneous. I'm up for most anything most of the time, or at least I was back then. I tend to be a little bit more reserved these days. But so we go into Mexico. We drive into Mexico. Don't have to stop. Don't have to do. I don't even remember seeing anybody at the border. But I do remember when we were driving in there, it was right there at Christmas, and they had this on the side of this mountain. There was all these lights, and I think there was a star, in these lights there on the side of the mountain, a 5-pointed star. And so I think it was 5-pointed. It could have been 6. But I remember there was a star. It almost seems surely it was a 5-point star. Anyhow, so we drive down into Mexico. And we get lost. That's the first thing we do. So then I start looking, trying to figure out how to get back. I don't know why we went into Mexico. I guess other than I had never been to Mexico at that point. And let's see, the Stars Mountain for the Dallas Cowboys. Well, I don't know. It could be Los Caballeros, but it was in Mexico. It was not in Texas. I would have thought, it would have been, and it's possible it still was. Maybe Mexico celebrates the Dallas Cowboy. I don't know. But they had a star on the side of the mountain. Uh, well, I was always a Dallas Cowboys fan, and maybe it was. I don't know. But anyhow, we went down in Mexico. Get lost right off the bat. It takes me, I don't know how long. It seemed like it was hours trying to find my way back. After all, I don't think my map. I think my map. I had one of those big, But y'all remember the big books that that have the maps of everywhere. Uh, it was of the U.S. though. Had nothing to do with Mexico, and even if it was in English. The map was in English. Everything down there was in Spanish. So finally, I see that star again while we're driving around town. I guess that's Tijuana. I don't know. It's whatever the town is just south of El Paso. And yes, there was an atlas. Thank you, Carrie. Um, I I have way too many brain farts these days. But I remember law enforcement when we had to use maps code to find out where we were going. Yeah, things have changed a lot. Anyhow, so I see this star and I say, all right, I know which direction I'm headed. I know which way is America. I'm headed back to America. So I finally, we get to the border. And while there was nothing on the way into Mexico, they had a station, they had, this checkpoint or whatever, the border uh, crossing station patrol had border guards there anyhow. And so they pull us right over to the side to check the vehicle. And remember, I don't know if you remember me telling you, but this car was a beat up Mazda 808. Had It didn't have a single panel in that vehicle. The panels of stuff that question for you: have you been paying attention to the Nancy Guthrie case? No, I know something about it. I know that some lady's mother went missing, but I honestly don't watch news. Most of the time, news is just bad. And I decided long ago, and I got into news a little bit just because of the political stuff a few years back. But I've stopped even paying attention to that. I don't want to pay attention to politics. I don't want to see a bunch of stuff where, all the negative stuff that happens. Because, if you pay attention to news, most everything in the news is bad. They're not going to highlight where somebody went and saved a puppy or where somebody fed somebody that was hungry. That stuff don't make the news. I would rather pay attention to the folks around me. It makes for me a much happier life. When I was paying attention to the news for a little while, I was in a bad mood all the time. I would much rather be happy, a smile on my face. And so I don't, I mean, I see things. You can't help but see some stuff just because it's going to pop up in your feed. Yeah, who needs car panels? Car panels are bougie. That's funny, but it's true too. Well, this was an old beat up car. I mean, when you're a kid and you're poor, you do the best you can. We were poor back then. I didn't have a vehicle. My brother had one, but that's one that he found a car that was needed to be fixed, and he fixed it, and anyhow, he got it. I don't know if he had even had to pay. It was like a free vehicle, I guess. I don't know. I need to ask my brother about that at some point. Anyhow, so we get pulled over to the side, right? And this is a guy I just picked up on the side of the road. Well, guess what? When they go to searching everything, they put us in separate rooms. Ended up doing a strip search. They found that this guy had some drugs on him and had a really long knife. Anyhow, yes, this is all 100% true. The you speak truth about the news. Yes, I hardly pay attention anymore except for the. I agree. Hey, Rob in the garden. Good to see you, brother. Thank you for coming in. By the way, y'all make sure you check out Rob. Rob is somebody I met Rob over at the meetup yesterday, and good people. Anyhow, I'm in the middle of a story, and it takes me forever to tell a story these days. It seems like. But if y'all are interested in gardening and just good people, make sure you connect with Rob. He's somebody I have met in person. There's still lots of folks I'd like to meet. I've talked with folks on here, but anyhow, so we get in and we spent hours at the border. Even I don't know how long we were in Mexico, but we got lost and took forever to find our way back out. And then you turn around and we get at the border crossing, and this guy has, I guess, I don't know, dope, marijuana, whatever, and I never saw it. He never, we never did anything. I certainly wasn't going to. But this is, 18, 19 years old, something like this. But this hitchhiker I picked up had a really long knife and some drugs in his thing. Well, I guess they let him keep his knife. I don't remember, but I know that, and they confiscated his, and I think that they had said we had to pay a fine. Well, and they took us in separate rooms and did interviews, strip searches, all this kind of stuff. And I told them, I said, look, I just met this guy. He was hitchhiking. I picked him up. I'm heading back to Hattiesburg. And so, this ain't the end of the story either. Anyhow, so eventually they let us go, but they took all my money. I think I had I don't think I had any cash left. If I did, it was only $2 or $3. And they apparently they left him some money too, about $5, I think, and left me with $3. The only other thing I had to get home, my daddy had given me how is that? Okay, I don't understand that. Peaches is a set flow state for 200 joules. Thank you. I appreciate that, Peaches. I don't understand it so much, but I do appreciate it. And why is it showing up without being that's gray instead of blue? Anyhow, all right. So they gave him. He had $5. I had $3. We're sitting here, and they finally let us out of Mexico. Well, guess what? By this time, my tank was basically sitting on empty because I used unleaded gas, and the Mexico, as far as I could tell, not that we had. It didn't seem that important to fill up, before we went in. I don't know. I wasn't. I didn't know I was going to be down there that long. I just wanted to go into Mexico to say I'd been to Mexico. Tend to be a bit spontaneous or not put too much thought into things. And anyhow, so they let us out. We get back into the United States there, into El Paso. Well, the trouble is my car was sitting on empty, right there at empty. I mean, it was low. Uh, we didn't run out of gas, at least, thank God. But all I had, though, was this mobile card. And $8, $3 that I had certainly wasn't going to fill the tank. So we, I went looking for a mobile car, a mobile station, because, I had a mobile card. That was, after all, if I was going to continue going on my trip, I had to have some gas. Common sense stuff here. But guess what? It was like midnight before we finally got out of Mexico. And all the mobile stations at midnight in El Paso, at least at that time, were shut down. I don't even think mobile's a thing anymore. But anyhow, so we get into El Paso and there's no mobile station open. I try looking up for one. I look in them, go over to one of these pay phones and get they used to have, when I was young, they had telephone books there at the payphone. So we went and looked and they're all closed. So I finally drove to a mobile station, sat in the thing and said, all right, well, I'll wait until the morning when this place opens up and I'll get some gas. Well, he finally talks me into spending my $3. He was going to kick in his $5 and we get some gas. So we did find an open gas station. And so we ended up getting some gas so we could keep on our journey. After all, he was wanting to get to where he wanted to go. He had, think about it from his perspective, he had a way to go because he had somebody willing to take him, at least part of the way. And would you rather have $5 or get closer to home? Apparently he wanted to, I was willing to wait because I was just going to get some rest, some sleep. I was tired. But all right, so we went through and we found an open gas station, put $8 worth of gas into the vehicle and kept going. All right. Well, throughout this thing, I kept, dropping off one hitchhiker, picking up another hitchhiker, sometimes two at a time. At one point, morning, Sivy, good to see you, darling. At one point, I had three other hitchhikers in my vehicle from two separate groups. So, made a video for YouTube, please. Well, thank you, I appreciate it. But I was on my way trying to get home and had a little bit of gas, was going, well, guess what? About the time we hit Dallas, the windshield wipers quit. And it started raining and the windshield wipers, I don't know if they quit or they weren't working. I just know we had to stop. Stopped under an underpass, and I think two of the hitchhikers were just ready to go, I guess, so they left. We sitting here under an overpass, and I think I still had one hitchhiker. Well, this was in Dallas, and it was like an hour or two before the rain quit. So after the rain quit, we loaded up, well, not loaded up. We were still already in the vehicle. We weren't going to, what you drink? Well, mostly I drink, Lipton. This is, pineapple mango, but it's a green tea. And, if I drink alcohol, I only do that when I'm live streaming, and I'm going to work here in a little bit, so I can't do that. By the way, Peaches, Chef Savvy's got her she's got a live stream going on later today. It's at about 2 o'clock our time, which is about 5 hours from now. I would never purposefully go over Civvy, not intentionally. But let me look up her. Let me look up her live stream she got going today. Let's see. That's in about. No, that's the wrong thing. Hang on. I know it's going to be on here. Here it is. At 2 o'clock, I'll drop the link for that. Y'all make sure that you check out Civvy's live stream today. She's going to have Jerry and Eddie on it, and it's going to be a good time. See, yes, she is an actual chef, and she's an artist too. She got skills, baby. Skills to pay the bills. Anyhow, so I get started. The rain finally stops. Who is furry in this chat? I don't think anybody's furry. I'm not very hairy anyhow. But anyhow, so we leave there. We finally get to about 60 miles by, and I'd picked up a couple more hitchhikers. I had a full load of hitchhikers. I had 2 people in the back and 1 in the front with me. So they are entertaining and informative. But we went through, and Civvy is a rock star. You're right about that, Peaches. We're very lucky to have her, in our circle, in our community. Meritage, good to see you, darling. Anyhow, so we get about to where, I don't know, 60 miles, just outside of maybe Kenton, Texas. And we get a flat. But I understand them. Okay. I just did Scallop Tech support video last night. I'm going to edit it later. Okay. I don't know if I've ever had scallops. The sounds kind of bougie. Hey, but people call me bougie. If Tammy had me some bougie coffee right now, I might be tempted to drink it. By the way, Civvy, don't forget we got the weight loss 90-day challenge thing going. I'm starting today. At some point, I'm going to weigh myself. Furry. We were having somehow we had a furry discussion last night. I think it's folks that like to get dressed up in kind of furry thingamabobs, outfit. Watch a video of furry, But anyhow, we had a flat in this Mazda 808, 4 hitchhikers. Well, I didn't have a spare. Anything could go wrong on this trip, went wrong on this trip. And so we had human creatures. Okay, cool. Anyhow, so we went through, and it was early enough, at least at this point, where the mobile stations were on, and I don't know if these folks. I called a gas station or somebody who actually sold tires that would take a mobile card. Maybe it was mobile, or that's the only thing I can figure. Anyhow, so they came out, and it took them another hour to get there, and finally, they changed the tire. I didn't have a spare. That was the only way to continue the trip. So they changed the tire, and we drove on. Well, guess what? Just as soon as we started, do for my next video, I don't know. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do a live stream on. But yet I've got probably 1,000 of them. I just keep doing them. Sometimes I feel like a furry when I'm wearing my pajamagram onesie. Cool. Um, well, I know you got that blanket that has, you know, the hat and the fold down, things or on my YouTube. Yeah, I understand. Hey, I used to do videos too, but I've run out of ideas. So all I do is get on here and talk. Usually, I got a lot of times. Most of the time, it seems like I got friends come up on channel. They don't always feel like coming up though, or so if I'm gonna do a live, I'm just gonna sit here and talk. That's what I do. I figure when I retire, I can go through and just go drive places, you know, maybe show the scenery. It's just a thought. Um, that's the Big Blanket Company, Hideout Hoodie. Okay. Uh, well, yeah, something like that. I'll go through and I mean, I ain't gonna wake up as early as I do now, but that's just because the next 2 days I'm gonna have to go in at six. Well, I'll go in about 6:30, 6:45, and get off around 11:45 at night. I got you got a 31 cat, so you're good. Yep, you are good. You must be talking about civies. You got a big cat. Um. Anyhow, so we get once we get on the road after changing the tire, it start every bump, every little thing in the road start. They didn't have the right size tire. They didn't put the right size tire on, and so the tire was scrubbing against the wheel well. Everything that could go wrong with this trip went wrong. Um, and we ain't done yet. There's more ahead. But anyhow, so we're sitting here, and it's getting late. I mean, late in the day or something. Anyhow, I don't remember what time it was, but it was pretty late. Um, well, I don't know how long does it take to drive from El Paso to Dallas, and you know, uh, with all the delays and what have you, seems like it was. I don't know. Anyhow, so but I do know this all happened. I don't remember what time of day, what have you, but I do know that anyhow. So we pull over the side of the road, and I have to throw out two of these hitchhikers. I didn't have to throw out three of them just yet, or the third one, because they were in the front seat and the scrubbing was in the back seat. I figured that the hitchhikers in the back seat was adding too much weight, and so morning, Jerry, good to see you, brother. So anyhow, so I had to let two of these hitchhikers out, and so I drove for a while, and then at some point, about the time you get to Vicksburg, and I'm following the map and everything in the atlas. I got two cats probably weigh 25 pounds, maybe on a good day. Those are big. Wow, those are big cats. Anyhow, so I drop off this last hitchhiker, and so I go. Remember, it took me 36 hours to drive home. By the time I got home from when I left Phoenix to when I finally got home. Sup, Savvy? How you doing, darling?
Up, man.
Thank you for joining us on panel. Um, but by the time I dropped off this last hitchhiker, I start taking back roads to cut between. I think it was Vicksburg and no, 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 no. I actually had to stop. I was so tired. Has to read comments. I love your story so much. They make me feel like a grilled cheese and tomato soup. You can read all. I'm trying, darling. What did I miss? You got two cats, digits, agree peaches. Do you? 31 pack. You're good. Uh, I'm trying, but I miss them sometimes. Uh, I'm sorry, I can't find a particular one. Have her own channel? Yes, she does. Let me see if I can find it. Let's see. Uh, this is her. I will drop her channel. In fact, um, let me go to her channel and I'll get the link. Um, she rarely puts anything on it though, but this is the link to my wife's channel. It's Rosemary Garden Southern Crafts. Hey, sweetheart, come on, come on. There we go. Anyhow, so um, I have to stop, and I pulled over to a gas station for, and I asked him if it was okay if I just sat out in the parking lot for a little while and start and take a nap for just a few minutes. I was just so dead tired. I was up for over at that point. I was up over 30 hours. I don't know how much over 30, but it was over 30 hours. Uh, so anyhow, so I went through and I think I caught about 15 minutes of sleep, something like that. 15, 20, 30 maybe. It wasn't much. I was having trouble because it was getting hot, I think. I don't know. I just remember I didn't get much sleep. So then I get up and I'm still traveling down these back roads. Um, then I get behind a police officer and I get behind a police officer and he's driving slow. I mean, the speed limit was like 45 or something like this. And it showed him doing 10. I looked at my speedometer and it showed him going 10 miles below his, the speed limit. So, well, hey, I ain't going to let somebody bully me trying to think I won't pass them if they going below the speed limit. So we get a passing zone and I pass this police car. It wasn't, granted, it wasn't the brightest thing to do at that moment, but I was up for over 30 hours. I needed to get home. And so, sure enough, when I pass him, I go around him and he pulls me over. He says, well, what are you thinking doing passing a police car, patrol car? I said, well, you were doing 10 miles below the speed limit. He says, man, your speedometer or your odometer, speedometer, whatever must be off because, anyhow, he didn't give me a ticket or anything, thankfully. But man, when I got home, I slept for probably about as long as I was on the road, and getting back. And I guess that's the story of my trip to go see my fiance, Tammy Renee Reed, over in Phoenix, Arizona. Been a while, but you know. So how are you doing, Sivy?
Oh, I'm just waking up this morning.
You got your coffee yet?
Yeah, I got my coffee.
Hey, Ann, good
Oh,
to see you. The Yeah, things like that just happened to me when I was a youngin'. Um, you ever have any crazy trips like that, Sivy?
crazy trips?
Well, crazy stuff, I
I
guess.
mean, yeah, I've had some crazy stuff. I mean, there's all sorts. I mean, um, one that I probably should have ended up, unalived and or in jail for. Um, went on a camping trip and we were supposed to be running off-road vehicles, and of course, my my dipstick husband at the time, his sand rail wasn't working properly. We were up in the sand dunes, and um, he decided to just take it with us loaded it onto the trailer, and took it with us, and proceeded to spend the entire weekend working on it out in the sand, out at the sand dunes. So it's like it wasn't really a lot of fun. And then the second one, the other one, it's like not even an hour out of the trailer, and something happened to it and it died. So now we got two dead sand rails out in the sand dunes, out in the middle of frickin' nowhere, and trying to hunt down parts over a Memorial Day weekend and with the family. And it was like the most boring thing that most boring camping trip I'd ever been on, because it's like you go out to the sand dunes, there's really not a lot to look at,
Yeah.
and all the pretty scenery is miles upon miles upon miles away, and I'm bored. And while we're out trying to hunt down parts over Memorial Day weekend, and I didn't want to go to begin with, um,
Well,
we stopped off at a liquor store and picked up some booze, which me and booze don't mix sometimes. Um, and I proceeded to get just totally smashed. And we had the Jeep out there, and I had my sister-in-law who I didn't like, and we would go, playing in the sand dunes with the Jeep, and left the boys alone to deal with their stupidity, right?
yeah.
And yeah, and one thing that you don't do is you don't work on stuff out in the middle of sand dunes, because if you drop a screw or a bolt or a nut or something in the sand, it's like good luck finding it.
Yeah, no doubt.
The place is like a giant kitty litter box. You know,
Yeah.
so we'd stop back to check up on them and do a shot, and then head on out, because we figured, we're out in the sand dunes. What could possibly go wrong? Oh, but wait, hold my beer. So there's this bowl, right? And in the sand dunes, and people were driving down to the bowl, and you know motorcycles and off-road vehicles and stuff like that. Well, stupid me, um, found the one area in the bowl that had a sheer drop off instead of a slope, and drunk me took my sister-in-law and I over the cliff in the Jeep, and it was the longest trip ever to the bottom. I mean, it's like we were literally staring down at the ground as we're approaching it, and it just seemed like it took for freaking ever. Everything that was in the back of the Jeep was now crashed through the windshield,
Mm.
and I got hit in the head by a cooler, and we ended up landing, and it's like we're doing the Thelma and Louise, right? And that's the only way I can describe it. And I think the only reason why I survived this is because I was very drunk. Um, and so was she. We were just totally trashed at this point. And so I can actually drive off a cliff, Thelma and Louise style, off my bucket list. You know, so
I'm not sure I'd have that on my bucket list. The but I've never seen that movie. I've
you
never.
haven't. Oh my
No.
God. Oh God. You got to see it. Now that I've told that story, once when you see it, you can visualize me with with my sister-in-law that I hated in the passenger seat while we're driving. I'm totally trashed. She's trashed. We drive off a cliff. We survive, but the Jeep does not.
Oh,
Okay, the Jeep
good.
the Jeep is totaled, so we had to actually put that on. We had to rearrange things a bit because we had a flatbed and we had a big Wells cargo trailer, and so we ended up having to put all the four wheelers in the back of the pickup truck and stick the Jeep on the flatbed and then drive it all the way back home. And oh god, it's like we were able to limp it back to camp, but there was no driving that back. There's no way.
Oh,
Um, Busted windshield. I mean, the windshield was completely missing.
oh wow.
Um, it was nuts.
Good night. That would be rough.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of weird things on my bucket list.
Well,
Um, I get to scratch another one off this week.
is that
Oh,
the
huh?
what is that you gonna get scratched off?
Well, I went to my doctor, and my doctor was like, "So you're past due for a colonoscopy," and I'm like, "Oh, lovely." And she goes, "Well, you have a choice. You can do a traditional colonoscopy, or you could poop in a box and mail it." I'm like, "I've always wanted to, poop in a box and ship it to somebody. Be able to
Yeah,
scratch that off of my bucket list." So, you know, that's I've always wanted to mail poop.
I don't.
Always wanted to mail poop. So I get to poop in a box and get to ship it off.
Oh wow. That's hang on. I gotta find the right emoji. All
Hey,
right.
Brian.
All right. Here we go. And I wonder if there's a box on emoji. Uh, there we go. I don't know if it let me. I don't think it. There it is. There's my emojis. I don't use them very often.
Hi,
And I'm not even sure I used the last three right. Hey Tiffany, how you doing? Uh,
Tiffany. Is that really a pink poop? I mean, we're talking about colonoscopies here, and you throw up pink poop. If you've got pink poop, you should be getting a real colonoscopy. Okay, I'm just saying.
well, I just figured, pink is feminine, right? So, and we were discussing poop, so you know, it just seemed fitting. But yeah, I could see that where that would be, still on family vacation. Okay. I know that she was going out for 3 weeks to spend with her, one of her children. You know, bass fish. Oh wow, I like catching bass. 17 largemouth bass. That's a bunch.
That is
Uh,
a bunch. That is a lot. Catch and release.
Getting to play in the greenhouse. Tiffany's in the greenhouse. The yeah. Let's see. I don't know why, but it feels like I'm starting to get a little bit of a headache. Maybe I should have had that cup of coffee this morning, but maybe I should slow down. Let me call. I don't even know where my phone is. Oh, I see it. I probably ought to call Tammy, see if she's. Oh, hop up, sweetheart. Rosemary was in my lap. Excuse me just a second, grab my phone. It's over here on the other side of the. You okay. You're good, Nikki. You're good. Nikki looked forlorn.
Well,
The,
of course.
well, come on. You can come up if you want to. She, since the option was for her to come up, she didn't want to do that. Um, Let me see if I can call Tammy. I gotta find. Here we go. See if I can talk her into getting me a cup of coffee.
Oh my God.
Well, there's issues. Hey, Ed, how's it going? I don't
I
think she
had.
has. She probably doesn't have her phone. Not what for some reason. She doesn't carry her phone all the time. I couldn't do that. I always got to have one. You know, anyhow, Ed, how's everything going over your direction? Um, we're, oh wow, we got 21 folks in here. And it's only 9:30 a.m.
Wow.
I'm happy with it. You know, I'm over 500 hours, or I'm less than 500 hours from getting where I'm trying to go. I just wake up after going to bed at 5 o'clock. Good night. That's too early. That's too late. I also dropped short of a hike. I looked for some awesome pictures of the area. That's awesome. I shoot videos all the time, but I don't always upload them. I still have hundreds of videos from the Togs here too. There he is. I seen. What's up, Brian? I still have hundreds of videos from the Renaissance Festival. I just never get everything uploaded. You
I was
know,
looking at plane fare to round trip plane fare.
well, that would be awesome if you could make it. You know, it'd be cool to have you and Tim, you know, there with us. I mean, yes, you creative. You know, I can see where you might do some of that dress up. You know, I mean, we did the pirate thing last year. I may do an elf thing this year. I wouldn't mind an elf, being an elf for a little bit. But, you know, I do enjoy all that stuff going on out there. Uh, must have been a good night. Well, maybe. Or either a really good night or a really bad night. Um, well, yeah, I mean, I enjoyed the Lord of the Rings trilogy. They had elves in that. Not really a good night, just a lot of work. Well, hopefully you got a lot of stuff done. But staying up to 5 o'clock would throw off my, what do they call it, circadian rhythm. Mm. Um, see, you pretty much wake up about the same time every morning, don't you?
Yeah, except for I woke up at 5 o'clock this morning. And I was like, well, if I'm still awake in a half hour, I'm gonna get up. Yeah, and I fell back to sleep. Woke up about 7. No, 6:30. Went and took care of the dishes because I didn't do the dishes last night. I said,
Cool.
you know what? I'm tired. I'm just gonna get up early and do the dishes in the morning. Because I made scallops and cheesy grits and asparagus.
That sounds good. I mean, I've never had scallops, but it seems like that would be good.
Yeah, those things are expensive, man.
I believe it. That may be why I've never had them. I tend to be very parsimonious, cheap.
Well, I remember back in the day when I could get a bag of them for about $20, right? And I was okay with spending $20, but then I had some sticker shock when it came up as $30, and I'm like, do I really want to do this? And I'm like, no, I promised Brian that I would do a scallop video because he was struggling pretty hard with the scallops. It was the first time he cooked scallops. So and I tried to tell him all my little tricks, and $16 a pound there. That's so weird because you live in a landlocked state, so I don't understand why they're so cheap over there, but they're like $30 over here. But then again, this is Seattle and that's Montana and that's different. So it's like, I'm fixing to leave this state. Just so sick and tired of it.
Stay safe, Penny, and good. Hopefully, you find some good elderberry plants. Um, Brad says he didn't struggle too bad. Sylvia, you can make me scallops anytime. You can buy them at the Costco, more reasonable for the large ones.
Yeah, the problem with going to Costco is I can't leave Costco without spending $250. I could go in there and just say I need coffee and toothpaste and end up walking out with half the freaking store. I have a love hate relationship with Costco. I love Costco, but my wallet does not like it. I
Well,
cannot walk out of that store with just two things. Is
I do.
all of a sudden it's like, oh, I do need a giant bag of gummy
Birds.
bears, and oh, I need to pick up 2.5 pound bag of coffee while I'm at it. Oh, look at that. That looks good. Let's put that in a cart.
Yeah.
You know.
I don't know. Tammy tends to do, she goes in and gets what she wants. She says that I like to shop, and I don't. I
I
don't.
hate I hate shopping. I hate shopping. I really do. I hate shopping.
Well, I do admit that I will go through and look at all sorts of other things around the store when I pass some. Oh, that looks colorful. I like a squirrel. You know, just chasing squirrels. One of these days, and when I retire, maybe I'll have some scallops. They, I don't know any place that serves them. I mean, for me, it's a question. I guess a question of virtually every meal I eat is from a restaurant. Well, 98%, something like that. I'm not saying because I enjoy cooking occasionally. If I do, it's going to be something. It's not, well, I guess I could just fix a plain burger or something, but I don't, my time, it takes so long to cook something, and then it's a lot quicker to go through a drive through if I want something nice. See, after downsizing, we learn to run in and grab only what we need and don't look around. That's not a bad idea. Um, I do have a tendency, I guess, to pick up some other things. You know, Let's see if Tammy's got around to her phone yet.
What?
Well, I mean, she may have her phone. I'm hoping she
Oh,
has it. You know, because I could use a cup of coffee.
well, you can just march your happy little butt into the kitchen and go get yourself a cup of coffee.
Well, I would, but I'm doing a live stream right now, and
Telephone number.
and I'm doing my live stream right now, and I ain't gonna leave a blank screen. All the DL videos I listen to, you guys. I am DL downloading videos, I guess, as I listen to you guys chat. Well, thanks. We appreciate it. Has to be an active tab, I reckon. When you're, yeah. Well, I tend to be. It's funny because I tend to be very parsimonious, as I've already mentioned, which just means I watch all my pennies. Tend to be, or well, I don't know. I'm not as bad as I used to be. Good to see you, Barry. Storms Radios. Good to see you.
Hey
Um,
there.
but I guess since I started using my credit card for everything, you know, bound to download as I'm going, as I have a live going. That is how great. Oh, one of these days maybe I'll get some of that Starlink. I'm gonna ask Tammy to look into it. Live in a tiny home, so we watch what we buy. Okay, well that's just it. Here's the problem you got with that, Brian. You know, it doesn't matter the size of the house, Tammy's gonna fill it up. You whether we got a big house, small house, she's got stuff she ain't dealt with in a long time. She's got stuff to make junk journals and you know, I don't know. if it's up to me, I'd dump a lot of the stuff, take a lot of the stuff, either give it to somebody at, at a consignment store or throw it out. But, what makes her happy though, and it's not that big a deal, I guess. But there are times I'd like to have a room that, in fact, that was one of the conditions of buying this house. I didn't want a bunch of her stuff in here, in this room. But it is what it is. So, do we have a diligent, when it comes to our money? I honestly believe the days of spending without a care are behind us. Well, I don't need a bunch of stuff. I mean, if I don't use it on a daily basis, I don't know why I would have it. See, wrong with the Starlink. Well, I'm thinking about it. Well, come on, sweetheart, come on. All right, come here. Here we go. There we go. This one just always wanting attention. I love her. She's a sweetie. But this is Rosemary. Her birthday and my birthday on the same day. No, none of this licking. We're not doing the licking. Not today. Not the licking. I love you, but no licking.
Yeah, you need to go over there and get yourself one of the boys.
No. We got three. Three girls. Besides, we already have, outside we got one rabbit inside. We used to have about 20 rabbits outside. We got 2 pigs, 4 goats. We got about 40 chickens. We got plenty of critters. Ain't no shortage of critters around here. And
what's one more critter gonna hurt?
well, I don't know. Rather than that, just creates a whole nother problem. At least right now we got 3 girls, so we don't have to worry about having puppies. Because then, if you have puppies, see, it's like I was talking about earlier. One thing tends to branch out. You get, you start one thing, and the unintended consequences results from it. More time getting rid of stuff. I wish I could, and I may. One more, Gary, then you guys will have an even number. The even numbers don't matter to me. After all, if I'm 29, odd number, can't take it with you when you leave this earth. I have yet to see a hearse pulling a U-Haul. So, in fact, I don't even know. I was watching a video today, and it was talking about some people, when they pass after a 30-year retirement, end up with more money than they had, when they started their retirement. Let's see, no one's ever exactly. So you can't take it with you. But nevertheless, I tend to, I guess when we grew up without much. I know a lot of people did. I think there's probably more people who grew up without anything than grew up in the lap of luxury. One of my favorite sayings I think about on a regular is, I was sad because I had no shoes until I met the man who had no feet. There's always going to be somebody who's got it better. There's always somebody who's going to get it worse. I did see a hearse pulling a trailer once. People were living in their car. Oh, wow. They had a hearse for a car? Wow. Well, I guess it's got a lot of storage room in it. And there would be room in back to lay down, I reckon. I did see a thing where somebody used a hearse to rent out for parties, and they had a coffin that they used as a cooler. But See, take it with them. I'm not going anywhere fast. Oh, I was talking about the coffee. Yeah, I can't. Yeah. Um, a hearse would be an interesting vehicle to have, I guess. Uh, take it with them that I'm not going anywhere fast. I, I don't understand that. If you can't take it with them, you trying to develop more stuff, I guess. I don't know. I just, when I retire, I want to make sure that I have enough to pay the bills. Um, although if my plans come to fruition, I may make more money in retirement than I do what my pay without overtime would be uh, now. Might. It's a fine line. Got to walk, and figure out when to retire. So, see, what does marriage say? Oh, maybe that about the hearse pulling a trailer. Yes, all right. Rosemary just wants to sleep in my lap. Uh, my co-host friend, Kentucky Goblin, used to have one. He used it during Halloween as a haunted house attraction. Well, that's cool. I've seen you and Kentucky Goblin live streaming many times. Um, Randall, I think his name is, isn't it? Um, I don't know. I probably ought to try to go get me a cup of coffee. You mind carrying on conversation?
What's that?
I was going to ask if would you mind carrying on conversation while I got a cup of coffee?
Oh, I have no problem with that. Go get your frickin' coffee, man.
Okay.
Can't live without coffee.
No, I don't need to call Eddie. Let him sleep. I think you underestimate. Hey, good to see you, Sean, Native Wild Man. Tea, please. Well, I don't even think we have any tea here. Um, I'll be right back though. Oh, let's see. I shall return. Oh,
All right, so it is the Civvy Show for the next I don't know how long. How's everybody doing today? Everybody's doing okay? Who's got some new projects going on at home? Any cool stuff going on in everybody else's world? Let's check in with everybody. We got 20 people in live chat, and Whistle Stop says Gary, sleep is overrated. LOL. I'm gonna say that Gary agrees with that. He's not here to defend himself, so we're just gonna stick with that. And 5 projects going on. So, what kind of projects is happening over there at the homestead, Ed? Aside from the pink flamingo fence. First person to call Eddie will deal with me. Yeah, yeah. Don't piss off my sister, okay? But we're gonna make a towel and sticker about it. All I have to say about that. And too many irons in the fire at the moment, says Storms Radio. And Butler Family Farm says, "Good morning, Jamie." LOL. And let's see here. Going to make another Blackstone video. Okay. Onion smash burger this time, says Brian. That'll be fun. I did scallop tech support yesterday, and I'm gonna upload it later on. Probably it'll probably drop tomorrow. I don't know. Whenever. And Meritage says, "Hi, Jamie." And Have Fun in Nature says, "Hey, Devil Dog's Keeper." And "Hello, Peaches POV," says Ed. And "Oh, look at that." And "Ahoy, Jerry," says Brian. And or Tiffany. I mean, I don't know. I suck at this, man. Hey, here's our host wearing the Punisher shirt. I I approve of that shirt.
Well,
I'm a Marvel fan.
I,
What?
the only reason why I got the shirt, Sibby, is one day out at work we were having a thing where I had to go out on the boat, and it was extremely hot. So I picked up this. I went into just a, I don't know, some place that had. It was not a clothing store, but this was a shirt that they had, and I kind of like it. It seems like I might have started to watch The Punisher at one point, and I don't know, but I got it for work. I guess everything seems to revolve around work. By the way, I got my Whistle Stop Homestead coffee cup. Y'all make sure y'all check out Whistle Stop. There we go. We got your Yes I Can Simon shirt or coffee cup.
Yes. And if anybody needs some merch, check out Devil Dog's Keeper Jamie. She actually printed these coffee mugs, the
She
Yes
did.
I Can barbecue and the Whistle Stop Homestead. She can put any logo on there as long as it doesn't violate copyright terms. And um, yeah,
Well,
so if you're headed for a meetup or just want to send some merch out to your membership or whatever, or just have some cool coffee mugs lying around the house, go check her out. She does a great job.
mm-hmm. You make a wonderful spokesperson. Um, well, the question is, once she puts out a coffee cup, is it then copyrighted? I don't know.
No, no, no. She won't. She also won't copy somebody else's artwork. By the
Well,
way.
I know, but what I'm saying is, if she puts out something that's original, that's like your stuff, is there an implied copyright to it?
Oh
Or,
no, because no, because you know what it takes to get a copyright, and then on top of all of it, it's like you would have to get one that's international because you just know that Timu is going to copy it. So I probably should have signed the coffee cups though.
well, Whistle Stop Homestead. Yes, I can. Yes, I can barbecue. Well, uh,
Did you get your number 29 cups yet?
well, I'm getting number 29 of two different coffee cups. She gonna have them numbered, and I'm going to have two of them. YouTube is is Mike's Mac Movements copywriter. There we go.
Yep. And copywriting is expensive, and it doesn't guarantee that your stuff isn't going to get copied.
That's true. Who knows? You know, all I know is that this is, as long as this remains fun for me, I'm gonna keep doing it. If it stops being fun, I may stop doing it. The But I've been doing this now for, I guess technically I've been YouTubing. If you consider when I put up my first video, that was 6 years ago, close to 2020. It's 2026. Most things I set down after six months to a year. Um, See, well, yeah, well, my Timu County reverse engineers everything and slaps a dumb name on it. They pick it out of a hat. They also copy. Okay.
Yeah, yeah, it's true.
Well, I don't know
And
much about Timu.
oh yeah, some of the things that they got on there is just ridiculous. It's like um I don't know what it is about that because I needed to buy some funnels. Yeah, and they had this really cool funnel set, and it's like in the description they say it's an enema kit.
We just
And I'm
keep
like,
flashing around that poop thing, don't we?
yeah, I know, right? But it was funny. It was funny. I had a screen cap of it for the longest time. I was thinking about printing it on a T-shirt, and I can't remember what they said about meat grinders because they also had a meat grinder on there that I was looking at, and I was like, nah, I'm not going to spend that kind of money on something that's going to break, you know, as soon as I have to feed it an ice cube. So I gave up on that idea.
Mac Movement's been posting for 51 weeks. They almost hit the year. Almost means something next week. Yeah, I think so. It means you've been here a year. It's 52 weeks in a year. And Tiffany says they've been, tomorrow's their 10-month anniversary on YouTube. It is funny. A lot of people expect explosion of growth, and that just rarely happens.
It it does happen. I saw somebody, but her parents had an established channel already, and she started her own, and that caused a whole lot of controversy. Because then she couldn't get it monetized because she was a teenager, and so, but she hit all of her numbers in a matter of 2 days, just from one live stream of doing a crumble cookie uh, knockoff because they don't have crumble in Australia, and so there was a whole lot of controversy behind that. And I think she finally did get her channel back and was able to monetize it. I think she's now a young adult, um, but I can't even find her channel anymore. So I don't know what's going on with that. And then her parents lost lost monetization on their channel for some strange reason. I don't remember what it was. Um, they,
Yeah,
they don't they don't make YouTube doesn't make it easy.
yeah, I can see that.
You
Uh,
know, you're monetized and all of a sudden you're demonetized, and they don't tell you exactly what went wrong and how to fix it. And they just tell you, oh, you've been demonetized. So
well, I think I've come to a point where um, I have come to adopt the same view on YouTube as I have when I was going through the police academy, and that is don't stand out. Don't stick your head up. You know, just blend in with everything else. Uh, just part of the noise, background noise. At least that's the way I look at my channel. Um,
yeah, but if you're doing YouTube, trying to blend in may not always work. You
may not.
know,
Well, I'm not the
you
type. I don't think I'll ever be viral. So, I mean, well, I say that I've had a couple of videos that I would consider viral. That one tag I did with 250, got almost 500,000 views. So, I guess technically I have on occasion. Sweetheart, are you just gonna stand here?
Well,
Okay.
yeah, Mac movement. Yeah, I think. Yeah, now that I think about it, yeah, I think they are from New Zealand. They were doing a bunch of, they were coming to the United States and doing a bunch of, you know, uh, first experiences with certain foods and stuff like that. And it was a whole family. And then she tried to create her own channel, and man, she was like almost instantly freaking monetized.
Yeah. Hey, Ed, my channel's is boring. You know, now I will say this about my channel. You know, the content, you know, at least my part of it tends to be pretty boring. But although personally I enjoyed telling that story today, um, it was of course that was me walking down memory lane. I can't see why anybody else would be interested in my memories, even though it was crazy. Um, the But I think my channel, you know, at least like I said, at least my aspect of it tends to be pretty boring. Um, Everybody's 15 minutes of fame. Now YouTube communities. It's now YouTube communities. Yeah. Goats. Tammy loves goats. She can't get enough of goats. In fact, I did a video the other day of walking some goats on a leash. Um, it's not unusual for my shorts to get about 1,000, 1,200, views. But I would hardly call that viral. Um, Not really, and it's not like it pays anything. Not much. Yeah, I may make a few cents here, a few cents there, but I don't really, my priority is not the pay of this anyhow. Honestly, other than the people, I was going to say the only thing special about my channel is the people that come to it. There's a lot of great people out there, and it seems like we've allowed uh, while I'm allowed to continue to live stream, um, goals, not goats. I'm sorry, I can't hardly see these days. I do. I like goats, especially the cute little ones. They're adorable. Goats on a leash. Yep. And around this week, ended up doing two shorts. Uh, I got more views on those shorts than the 13 videos that I did 3 years ago. It happens that way sometimes, digits. I mean, if you think about it, though, a lot of people you have made a lot of connections, and so it's going to show some of your stuff to the folks that go into your same live streams you do. So those people are going to be drawn to it. I mean, that's ultimately how YouTube, works. You know, they see what you go into, and they're going to show stuff that you watch and you do to those people. So one of the reasons why I go to so many different live streams is, first of all, I can't always find somebody that I can't always find somebody that I know live streaming. All right. But the more you expand your base, the more people's going to see your stuff. I was messing around as well. Yeah, I just read that. But the fact is that YouTube works on an algorithm. They got a program set out to show stuff. There is. I haven't seen her lately, but are you familiar with Mayhem? Sylvia, have you ever heard of Mayhem and Miracles?
Oh, no.
Okay. She's from Canada, and hours for sure. Yeah, that would be nice, but they don't. Mayhem and Miracles, I came across their channel one day I think it was just on the homepage. See if some players they watch. If you say the hours can count. Well, that's a good question, Mac Movement. I don't, that's a lot deeper conversation than I can go into, I guess, at the moment. Have a great day. Thank you for coming in, Tiffany. Got to work in the greenhouse. I don't take it on one of those channels serious. Just a hobby to social. Yeah, I agree. 100%, Barry. I mean, there are people that are really good at this stuff, and you know, they. I don't know if they know enough psychology because there are things you can do on a live stream or on a video or whatever to get people to watch it. some of the things that you say early on, kind of plant the seed for people to watch stuff later in the video. Sometimes people just hear something and they're like, "What? I got to see that." Um, Sometimes it's just that way, but some people either their way of thinking just lends itself towards that, um, and some people just present themselves in a different way than others. Um, there are, I've seen some channels that I find interesting or entertaining, but YouTube doesn't always show me the same folks. Either one of my channels. Okay, I guess there's a time delay between these. Yeah, I'm not live right there. Um, and I think just based on the way the algorithm is written, that some people are bound to do better than others. Uh, and I think that YouTube does something where they push some folks for 2 or 3 weeks if they're consistent to begin with, and if during that time frame they go through and they continue to push something else out that just happens to be along the one of those clickable things that other folks are gonna, that kind of falls in line with what they've already done. Take Russ over at Smoky Ribs Barbecue. He I remember him talking one night about how 4 hours, Civvy, just letting you know. Yep, 4 hours to the now, Civvy, is there a particular time y'all got set up to go into the studio, what have you, for that?
Yeah, sort of, kind of. I don't know. I gotta go and finish tidying up my kitchen pretty soon, though. But usually we start lighting up the studio and like a half hour before.
Okay.
Um, Timmy's not awake yet, so uh, I'm having
Oh,
some peace and quiet until he wakes up.
hey, digits or not digits, or digits or am I?
Or am I? How are y'all this morning?
Doing well, brother. How you doing?
Good morning,
Living
good
the
morning.
dream.
Living the dream.
Let's
Oh, cool. So we got the video and everything today. What you got going on today?
Yeah, I just got done walking the dog over here at Furman.
By the way, congratulations on the success of your shorts.
Yeah, yeah. I
Yeah.
didn't
Oh,
know how to take that. I was like, I guess I should have been doing shorts this whole time.
well, I think shorts is a completely different animal than and Tammy bringing me my hat. Got me. Oh, it's green in there, so it doesn't have.
It looks black
It does look black. Isn't that cool? This is a bright green hat.
or yellow.
Yellow, green. It's
Yeah.
greenish. It's enough to where it makes the green screen. It
It looks
activates.
like the back of your head's gone.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Stop. Stop. Sorry about that.
Oh, you're good. I think the fact is that shorts are going to grab. That's happened. That happens to me as well. By the way, Barry says good morning, Sammy.
Good morning.
Um, the uh, the fact is shorts
Fine.
have always gotten more views
What are you
for me
doing?
than the shorts have always gotten more views for me than the long format,
Being crazy.
and so
Uh,
hang on, I'm gonna adjust my camera up a little bit. So,
I need to
Mom,
go get some more coffee.
you're mama's girl. Yes, you are. You're mama's girl.
I need more coffee.
well, coffee is helpful,
Yeah.
and
Come on.
for those that don't know, this is my wife Tammy.
Hi,
Trying to
Tammy.
Hey, Tammy.
Did I just hear Eddie?
Wait, do it this way. Do it this way. Looks like you got a bandana on your head now.
yep, bandana.
Hey, Jay. Come see Mama.
Yeah, it's funny. Good suggestion, Jerry. Um, but yeah, YouTube has its pros and cons. But the main thing, doing it,
Jerry's on there.
he's in the chat.
Well, so I need to see Puppy.
Well, Jerry's doing something else right now. So, and
Come on.
you know, I mean, things change. They always do.
Hey, Jerry has replaced you with Suji.
Yes, I guess Jerry just no longer cares about AJ.
Come on, AJ.
That's okay. The
Mama.
I mean, things do change on here, and people get a lot of times get tired of doing the same thing. So I understand. Eddie's always gone through and talked about how this person doesn't come over here anymore, that person doesn't, and I get that. And I think that's a combination of several things. He's having his coffee, and good to see you, Ann. Cherry. But
Jerry should already had his coffee. It's late. It's
well,
almost lunch.
not everybody wakes up that early.
Well, I think he would with a farm.
Well, sometimes he sleeps in when he can. I don't blame the man. The well, you talk about AJ.
Yeah, she's been coming up
Well,
here.
yeah, but from that side, she ain't gonna try to jump up there.
Jumping on it. She didn't need to. She's so tough.
But if you think about it, YouTube doesn't show all the stuff to everybody all the time. They will try to check to see, and Suchi is sleeping on his feet right now.
Her ball went underneath the desk, and now she's trying to find it.
Oh, okay.
All right. Mama's got side.
I mean, I am at the mercy of what YouTube is going to show me, and it does not. It's always testing to find out if you're going to watch something else. I guess to find the next thing that you're into, or it's trying to learn more about you. I think it's just trying to refine your viewing habits, and the more they can on that thing, the more they can try to advertise. So, anyhow,
Well, they're supposed to be working on the search engine. It's supposed to transform the search engine somehow, is what I'm hearing through the grapevine.
is that right?
Yeah. So I don't know what all that entails. I guess to improve searchability. So I don't know if that means that we're gonna have to be paying more attention to our SEO scores and whatnot.
Well,
Because
Google.
I don't pay any attention to that nonsense.
Google used to go through and if you search for something, it would actually show you what you searched for. But from what I've seen, it doesn't. It doesn't do that anymore. It may show you something, but it's going to show you. It's going to show you a lot of other stuff that you didn't ask for.
Yeah.
So, it's probably, and I don't know. It would be nice if there could be a search engine out there that does what Google used to do. Right.
Hello.
And so it's like getting fed a whole lot of BS stuff that you really didn't ask for. Then you get sucked down a rabbit hole and then forgot what you were searching for because okay, so that kind of looks interesting, even though it's not related to my search in any way, shape, or form. and I've had that happen before, and kind of annoying.
Hey, a simple happy life. Well, one thing I did notice, one thing I did notice, especially when I was getting into all this political stuff, because there was a while I was into politics. I don't care for it. I never did, never wanted to, but I got dragged into it. I like using. I've never used. I think I have, but it's just not second nature to me to use DuckDuckGo. But at one time, you know, if when I was getting into kind of a political thing, I would search for one thing, and it would show me the exact opposite of what I was searching for. So
Yeah. Yeah.
that was frustrating. But at that time, I started using a lot of other, trying other search engines. But now I think it's easier to actually use an AI search. A lot of times that will show you what you're
Yeah.
looking for. Have you done that, Digits?
Well, use the AI.
Yeah.
Yeah, a whole lot more now. Last night we ordered a pizza and I had an AI assistant on it. I thought that was kind of weird.
Really?
Yep.
Was it? Do you know which one?
No, I don't know which one it was, but the AI assistant for Papa John's. I
Okay.
mean,
Okay.
yeah, I got on the order of the pizza and I saw that, and you just basically you tell it what you want
Yeah.
and everything. Ran me right to my card and paid for it.
Well,
So
that's cool. Well, I know that at one time I was pretty diversified in my investments, and one of the read what, Jerry? Give grad to comment. Grad my comment to Tammy. I guess that's read maybe. Hang on, let me see if I can find it. Uh, well, here's the thing. I used to be invested into what's known as SoundHound, and that I think their Tammy is it is a swamp right now, so no work until we dry out some. Okay, I'll read that to her when she gets back. Um, but SoundHound is mostly dealing with audio conversations. Not really here. It takes jobs away from people. Maybe. My brother estimates that. Well, from what I've seen, and I don't know. It's a huge conversation. Because I don't know. Let's say for a moment that AI cures cancer, which is a distinct possibility because AI has the capabilities far outpacing and outstripping, um, mental, manual, or people, however you want to, they have that ability. Um, from that aspect, that would be a good thing. But take the other possibility that looking for homeowners insurance, I asked AI, it gave me 6 insurance companies in the area, which ones were highly rated and other phone numbers, and it was very helpful. See, that's just it. I mean, is it good or is it bad? Will it take over? I don't know. I've heard people talk about universal, baseline universal income or something like this. I don't know. We don't need to use cure camper. We have to stop using it as a cost. Well, see, that's just it. Maybe what if? Who knows? We don't know. I am uh, at the point where I don't know what I don't know. And I don't know if it's good or it's bad. I just know that it's here and it's not going to. My belief is that it's here and it's not going to stop. It will be continue to be more
It's
and
a
more.
tool.
It is a tool. My brother's concerned that it's going to take
That's
away
it. It's a
his
tool.
job. Yeah, it is a tool.
Well,
But
if it takes away jobs, I mean, tools do take away jobs anyway.
yeah,
But if you go ahead and you wipe out a bunch of people because of AI, well, you're a CEO that has no leadership or really no vision. You're just placating to a board.
right.
That's how
Well,
I look at it. And I think it will kind of push it a little bit too much, and then humans will start taking it back over.
well, I think that's a distinct possibility. Um, I think that if, well, my brother's concerned that it's going to, and I've heard other things that say that talk about how it's going. Well, my brother's concerned about he runs his own business and he's an appraiser. Well, if AI can tell you what a property's worth, then you
Yeah,
know you
yeah,
see.
yeah.
Uh,
Well, I read about this guy. He uh, he inherited a $500,000 house that was in another state, and he was not going to be able to. He didn't want to move there. He didn't want to keep it, so he wanted to go ahead and sell it. Got in contact with a real estate agency out there, and they were gonna. I think they were asking for, I don't know, 15% or something like that. Um, he used Chat GPT and um, basically went around everything. It told him every form he needed to fill out, how to get it notarized, and he was basically able to sell it himself. So
yeah,
yeah, I mean, there are going to be instances where, like I said, any kind of, you know, once the excavator was invented, how many shovels got pulled up?
yeah.
So it'll evolve, and we'll start moving on to other things. Is what we're going to do.
Well, it is.
I think.
I don't know. I honestly I have no idea what the future holds. I just know that it's here, and I guess to some degree, um, I am invested in some. Most of my stocks are invested in some pretty, AI stuff. Um, I just figure it's here. Um, the growth on it should
That and
be,
robotics.
yeah. Um, that it's the fact is that it's coming, and there ain't nothing I can do to change it. It's just like all these politics. I don't care to be in politics, but yet it's all around me, and I'm avoiding it when I can. You know,
Yeah.
hey, hey, Jerry.
Hey, I just want to say this. You didn't get a discount on your pizza, did you?
Did I get a discount?
Yeah.
Actually, what I initially put in, the AI assistant came up and suggested me doing it this way, and I did. I saved a little money. So, and that's when
What
I was
I'm
like,
saying
okay, I'm
is,
going to erase this and just ask it.
AI is a good thing for as tools. But what I'm saying is that you don't save money with it. You're still paying the same price on things that you know you do. It's like going to Walmart and checking yourself out. I'm not going to do that.
Right.
I don't give a shit where I go. I'm not checking myself out. That's a person's job, not my job. I'll stand
It's
there and
just
wait until
convenience.
somebody comes, or I'll just walk out of the store. It's the same thing. AI is not, it's going to give you a discount because you're using it. That's one thing. But if they're still going to charge the same price as they were charging for the pizzas before, and
Sure.
you're going to charge the AI, the only thing is that the business company's making more money because they're not paying anybody for a job or retirement or any of that stuff. And
Well,
until
in my situation, I have to put out reports on a weekly basis with an Excel spreadsheet. Now, me going through that and breaking things down would usually take me right around an hour. Now that I'm using Copilot, I tell it what I want it to do, and it pulls it up in 5 minutes, and I'm able to move to the next thing.
I understand that, but
So
I'm
it
talking.
makes you,
But you don't use somebody
yeah.
else to do the job. What I'm saying is that when it takes a job away from somebody,
But what
that's
I'm
what I'm
saying
talking
is
about.
tools take away jobs
Well,
from
not
people.
always. Not always. Yeah, it makes sometimes
Well,
make
not
things faster,
always.
like a backhoe. You say it takes away from people digging. That's true, but it also makes the job faster, which in the long run makes the job cheaper because it takes less time to do it. But
You
ordering
can get
pizza
more
on
done.
I mean, ordering pizza on AI, it just took a job away from somebody from filling out the order for you, and you
Hey,
paid the
Jimmy.
same. You pretty much paid the same price for it. So the ownership of the business made more money off of you, and so that's and somebody had no job.
Well, if you're going online and ordering, then that person was already gone. AI, I didn't have to type anything. I could just tell it. Oh, my dog's gonna bark again. Hold on, guys.
The well, it is a controversial issue that looks like it's going to be around for a while. The I'm I'm curious as to see. I can't change any of it, but maybe I go through. Jerry, pull your butter, eggs, and whipped cream cheese from the cooler. Uh, See that, Jerry?
Sorry, I had a phone call. What?
Stevie says, pull your butter, eggs, and whipped cream cheese from the cooler. I guess
Okay,
let them get to room temperature.
okay, will do.
All right. Yeah, they're doing a live
You have to
stream.
call Eddie and wake Eddie up to get his out.
Oh, I already talked to Jamie.
Oh,
Hey,
Well,
okay,
bro.
here's my take on AI. Okay, it's gonna start. Okay, has anybody seen the movie? Um,
Terminator?
uh, no, no, Idiocracy.
Yes.
How about
Yes.
you,
Mm,
Digit? Okay,
no,
so
no. I mean, I know about it, and the intelligence level's gone with that.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Because before I got terminated from my job, um, they decided that they were going to unleash an AI package to write all of our recipes for us.
Hmm.
And it's like, what the hell's this? What And I'm like thinking to myself, okay, so this is how AI is going to affect the culinary industry. You're going to have a bunch of cooks that can't think out of a box. What if their supplier sends them, you know, 40 pounds of frickin' Dover sole instead of cod? Are they going to be able to know how to break that fish down? Because AI is not going to tell them. Oh, by the way, this is what this is what you should do in the event that they don't give you your cod and they give you this other fish. It it's like, so what are they going to do? Go over to AI or go over to you know the culinary version of ChatGPT and say, Cisco shorted me my cod and sent me sole on a mispick. Can you can you tell me how I can do this with this fish instead? That AI, is that AI really going to know that sole is not something that you can really deep fry and pass it off as fish and chips? Um, is it really going to know all these little subtle nuances that this fish is a little bit greasier than cod? And I think that there's just going to be too many people that are going to be too dependent upon it, and they're not going to know the basics of their own jobs, you know, and ultimately, their jobs are going to just be taken over. by AI. But then what do we end up having? We end up having a society that's dependent on no longer, working for their lifestyle. They're just going to be just, what are they going to do? What how's that going to work? You know, are we moving to a society where we no longer need money?
Well,
It's kind of frightening.
it,
Revelation.
it is. Well, I tell you something else. That goes along with that is if we move towards a cashless society, um, one of the problems that you're also going to run into is they're going to start having social scores. How well do
Yep.
you? And that's going to be a problem.
Yes. Yes. I do agree with you there. Which they're already doing in China.
Right.
In fact, a lot of the homeless are the ones that have low social credit scores. So they're not able to get a job. They're not able to rent a place.
Uh huh. And that is going to create a situation where, well, I mean, control is what it ultimately means. Um, control, and I don't like that. I don't want to be told to play nice. I mean, granted, I'm kind of one of these people that tends to try to play nice with everybody anyhow. I doubt it would have a whole lot of effect on mine, but I don't like the thought you know, of somebody trying to tell me how to think and how to, feel and how to believe and, because ultimately it's going to depend on who is in control at that moment. And it's,
True.
it's a scary thought, but
Yeah. We just don't need to get over the skis. Is what we don't need to do. It needs to be pulled out. It needs to, and it's not right now. It's not being pushed out slowly. It's kind of being thrown right out. But I do believe that it'll start getting reeled back in a little bit.
Think so?
Yeah, I do.
Well, I was
I
glad to
do.
see that.
Yeah, I do.
well,
I think it depends on the people. If we let it happen, it's going to
Sure.
happen. If we don't resist it, it will just keep getting worse and worse and worse.
well, if you look at what happened in 2020, at how some areas really became very controlling, very, I don't know, I'm seeing what people could get away with, I guess, or what the government, or what
Yeah.
you know, how much control can people force on people?
You know, that's one thing I resisted
Right.
during the big C thing. I did not wear a mask. I went to work. I worked every day. I did not wear a mask.
Yep.
I didn't. I don't didn't because I did my research. People say, "Oh, the mask will keep you from getting it." That was BS. Yeah, you're
Yeah.
gonna get it. You're gonna get it. The mask isn't gonna keep you from getting it. It just keeps you from giving it if you wear the mask. But they're telling everybody
Well,
it's gonna save you.
it really didn't even stop giving it to people. I mean, because there's so many different ways that you can pass on bloodborne pathogens,
Yeah.
Right.
not just through air coming out of your mouth. I mean, and that's why people were going into hospitals and getting sick because it can be passed in multiple different ways. Mass immunity is what needed to happen with that, um, which is done.
Well, and people
In
just
fact, I think we stalled it a little bit.
well, people just full to what the government said you had to wear a mask wherever you place you had to go. You had to go if you go here to movie house, you have to wear a mask. And I said, nope, I'm not wearing it. So they said, well, we can't stay here and
Right.
watch a movie. I said, guess what? You ain't getting my money then. And I left.
Hmm.
Today's world.
And that's how I felt. You know, you try to force me to do something because you think it needs to be done. I'm going to tell you no. I'm not. I just won't spend my
Right.
money there because I guarantee you there's
Right.
other places that will take your money because they want your money.
Yeah. The well, what the scary part to me though is the fact that in some places you had Karens, and I don't mean everybody named Karen. I just mean those individuals that were controlling, screaming about this person and that person because they went and walked their dog. Uh, Eddie,
Morning,
you just
Eddie.
the anyhow. I guess.
Yeah, you go on, Gary. Eddie's just trying to get. He don't hear us yet.
Okay.
So he's still got to get his mic thing going on.
Okay. The yeah, I get a little distracted
Well,
when
you know,
they.
I don't mean that we should go out and rebel against the government or anything like that. I'm just saying we should question things. You just can't fold
Oh,
because someone walks
absolutely.
up and
Yeah.
says you got to wear this or you got to wear that. You just can't fold. You got to do research and have documentation to prove what your points, which I did. You know, when I with the VA, they said, "Oh, you have to wear something over your face." And they had these signs out there saying you had to wear a bandana. And I said, a bandana's not going to keep you from getting sickness and stuff. I fought the thing. He said, well, you can't see your doctor. I said, guess what? I don't need to see a doctor then. I left. And so
Yeah.
they fixed it.
Well,
They came
and
out and said, okay, you have to wear a mask when you come into the office. You have to be the E94 mask or the paper mask across you. Then you can come in. Once you get in the office, you can remove it. And that's what I did that then. But I'm not just folding to wear
yeah.
a bandana they say is going to keep the germs away. I mean that's BS. And all those things was a bunch of
Right.
BS questions, anyways.
Well,
Yeah. It was kind of like what I kind of called it another dry run when that whole thing went through, and yeah, at times things have a tendency to try to push other agendas during that. Um, it was kind of like the y'all remember when the uh, bomb went off over at the Boston Marathon,
yeah, I do.
and after that you heard about law enforcement going into houses without warrants. They were able. The mayor was able to make everybody stay in their house for 3 days. And I remember
Right.
going to work, and a couple of my buddies and I was like, that was a dry run. They were seeing what they could do in one of the major cities, and eventually we're going to see something nationwide, and they're going to put it out again.
Well, well,
Yep.
yeah. Well, I just I guess there are times I'm more thankful that I'm closer to the end than the beginning, and but I will
Yeah.
admit, I will admit that I here of lately I have. Uh, And I don't know if it is to do more with the fact that I don't pay attention to the news and that type of stuff anymore. Because I basically quit watching the news again, and or to just all other situations, I guess. But
Hmm.
I would, I'm trying to at this point just to try to get to where, whatever time I do have left, I want to be able to simplify and make it easier for me to get along. And I'm gonna be so pissed off if they go to a cashless society when I work so hard to accumulate, some cash. So Just
It's
think,
Revelations, Gary. It's right in Revelations. It talks about it.
It's not likely going to happen in our lifetime, Gary.
well, I hope not. Otherwise, what's the point of working all these hours?
So exactly what I've been telling you.
Well, I'm hoping that it sets up an environment that where my bills can make sure they get paid regardless. The I mean the whole hey, growing up like the way I grew up, I never thought I'd be able to retire, but there's actually seems like there's light at the end of the tunnel.
Good. Turn your head up, Gary.
Y'all should
Was
have
that me?
All is what? Yes, every one of them. At the halfway point.
the well, I'm just saying that I hope that nothing that drastic happens uh, in in my lifetime, so that all my time has been wasted. Um, but hopefully, hey, none of us know how long we're gonna live. You know, the fact is that uh, I could live to be 90, or I could live to be 2 days after I retire, or I may not even may not even make it to retirement. Hey, Mona did what?
Hey, Mona.
Gary, will you please stop? You're going to live to be 129, remember?
Well, that's the plan. You know,
Good
live
God, why?
That's sad to know though you're gonna have to end at 129.
well, I figure it's as good as any other number, and doesn't matter what I plan. Whatever is going to happen is going to happen. So
Oh,
even
John.
even the best laid plans of mice and men. So
My plan's 200.
okay, I like it. You know,
Nice even number.
I like that. You know, the I don't think any of us can plan everything, but I like to feel like if I can live to 129, maybe I'll be a millionaire
Oh yeah.
by then. It takes like 7 years, 6 to 7 years to double your money, right?
No,
So
I
if
do it in seconds. See, I just do it in seconds. But double my money in seconds. Just
well,
full bill.
holding your bills
That's
over,
right. And it doubles it up right there.
and that's the safest way to do it. I get that, but if you put a little bit of money aside and it doubles, put $10 aside, it'll double to 20, 20 to 40, 40 to 80, 80. Of course, the trouble is it takes about 7 years for it to double. You got to get to a point where it can start snowballing. And that's, I guess, what if I can live to 129, maybe I'll catch that elusive $1 million, thing.
Yeah, but $1 million, that's what? How many
Nothing.
years? It's it's going to be like, at
That'll
that
be
point,
common.
yeah, yeah, and
Yeah. Everybody would be a millionaire. You better
Yep.
be.
That's right.
and even if you have $1 million, back, way up into how many years is that? 40 years?
60, it'd be 68 years from now.
68 years from now. Yeah, for
Yeah,
some
for
reason
some
I
reason
thought
I
you were
thought you were
older.
older.
So,
So,
$1 million, you're
$1 million,
going to
you're going to
be
be
considered
considered
low
low
income.
income. I'm low income.
Probably. In there then.
What?
Your property. Take a look at how much your property is worth today. If you were to go and sell it today, what what would what would that property be worth
Yeah, I know.
when you hit 129,
Yeah.
provided it's still standing?
Hello.
Hello, Eddie.
Let's do feedback.
Yeah.
Feedback on what?
On you, from your phone. You.
No, kiss my butt.
Well,
Where it's coming from.
I ain't saying anything negative about
Fix
it.
it.
You don't know what you don't know. And so it's just like when I have feedback, y'all tell me, and I didn't know it before y'all tell me about it. And what happens when you have all that money and some butthole with a few clicks steals it all? Well, you got a point. But, if everybody's got it,
I don't like y'all.
well, I'm sorry, Ed.
Why?
I don't even know why I'm here.
I
Well,
like you, Eddie.
I like you too,
No,
Eddie.
why were some people trying to call me this morning? That's what I want to
Nobody
know.
called you.
Yeah, people
Wasn't
were
me.
talking about it and arguing and
Just teasing.
whatever.
I
I
never dialed you. Told you I wasn't going to call you this morning.
Yeah, Jamie said if anybody called my phone that they were gonna have to answer her, and y'all stopped.
Get the fun away.
That's because they're scared of me.
Jamie actually had my phone. She
She took the fun away by telling us that she had to deal with her. That was we were just all teasing about it. None of us were going to call you.
I call you.
Jamie ruined the fun.
Well, I didn't call you. I want you to sleep.
How about puppy dog?
Uh,
Hey,
the
babe, will you give me a monster in the refrigerator?
No, you don't need a monster. It's not good for you.
Shut up, Jerry. I know your business. What? Will you hand me a monster in the refrigerator?
You need to be okay for. You need to be okay for the show today. No monster for you.
Me and Jerry's gonna fight this morning.
Hey, Jamie, I love you.
Morning.
morning, Jamie and Eddie.
And Susie says she loves you too. Not Eddie, but she loves Jamie.
Hey,
See,
hey, P digits. I think you need another dog, bro.
Yeah, digits.
We
You need
got some
two.
Boston Terriers, P dig. He's shaking his head no.
She's cute.
Buy
She's a cutie.
buy one, get one at
That's
the same
enough.
price. Get two. They're small.
No, that's enough. That's enough.
It would be a good friend to him, won't it, Jerry?
Yep. Yep.
Or a meal.
Well, it could be.
No.
I've got Great Dane. She hasn't eaten Suji yet.
He has a Great Dane, a Labrador, a German Shepherd, and what's the other one?
Callaloo dog.
A Catahoula. And freaking, she puts all of them in their place.
Yep. She tells them who
Yes.
she lost.
Yeah.
thanks, Aries. Aries World.
And
She's a hoot.
Civvy, and the stand mixer, Civvy, to use a whisker or the
Trying to
paddle
replace you, bud.
Paddle.
They're
for
trying to
today.
replace you.
Paddle.
All right.
Paddle. You need. I got to get a paddle out.
Native Wild Man got
You ain't,
the.
The
you
paddle
ain't,
for the mixer,
Oh,
you ain't
or
got to
not
get
not
nothing.
the paddle. You need the dough hook.
a dough hook. Okay.
You need to start with the paddle, but then you need to move over to the dough hook.
The
Hang
dough
on.
hook.
We do not have a dough hook. You never said we needed a dough hook, so we had not purchased a dough hook.
I thought you got a dough hook with your mixer.
You get a dough hook with your mixer, you ding dong.
We got the mixer at a freaking garage yard sale. You ding
Well, then you
dong.
need to go and knock on their door and say, "Hey, where's the frickin' dough hook?"
That's right.
Hey, let me just say this. Thank you, Aries World, for donating a
No,
member.
you'll be fine with the paddle. I just don't
You
recommend it.
shorted
But
me.
And Sean over at Native Wild Man, I'm going to play this real quick, and then we'll go back to conversation. Maybe I ought to shut up and just let it go, but I want to, tell Aries where I'm thankful, and let me play this for the new member.
Hey, Gary. We have no sound. We don't hear you.
Oh, my bad. I muted it because I thought maybe there'd be some feedback.
No. Okay, so I'm singing that song to Suji. She puts a paw up on my lips to stop me. I don't want to hear that crap.
I know.
2 in the morning for this nonsense. Stop it, Dad.
It's so funny. It was so
Or I'm gonna
funny.
rehome myself.
Shoot.
Uh,
She is
Sean,
a hoot.
yes, Sean. I think you are the longest tenured member of my Belt Loop 29 channel, and thank you for that. Now you're a member on two different channels. Um, Thank you. I appreciate that. The
Oh my God.
In fact, I'll go look it up. The
So cute.
Let's
Suji
see.
and Jerry taking a nap.
Huh?
Suji and Jerry taking a nap.
Oh, you saw that short?
Yeah.
Let's see. Native Wild Man, you have been a member for 44 months. You are the longest tenured member of the Belt Loop 29 channel, and thank you. And now Eddie's fooling around on the thing.
What?
You moved Jerry over in front of my face. That's okay.
What are you
Uh,
talking about?
a coffee cup, I mean tea.
Maybe you know.
I do need to get. Hey, if you would send me a thing, I want to send you something. I do want to send you a coffee cup. Native
Did
Wild.
you did you get my address? I won a coffee cup. Oh, I mean tea. Cool. What is he talking about?
I
He
don't.
won the he won the coffee cup. Oh, I mean tea. Sean, Native Wild Man. He he said won. WAND. He won the.
I know, but I still want him to have a
I
coffee.
think he meant. I think he means I want a coffee cup, not one, not WONWANT. But he said WAND.
All right. Yeah, I got that. I'll tell you what. Here we go. Boom. There's a wand.
Yeah.
If you would.
Gary just wanted you, Jamie.
I I wanted it. Hey, Friday House. Greetings. By the way,
Okay, Sean, send your address to. Oh, never mind. Okay, you're sending Gary's coffee cup
hey, if you would,
because Gary wanted him with the
I,
stick.
I
Girl.
did.
What logo, Gary?
If you would, Sean, send Jamie a.
No, your logo, Gary. He wanted it.
Well, that's fine, but I want him to send a thing to Jamie, and I'll get with Jamie to make sure that he's covered for a coffee cup. If Jamie, if you would send him a coffee cup, just
I
get him.
think he. I think he was talking about your coffee cup, Gary.
You know
Well,
what? I'm gonna email Sean later and find out what's what.
Jamie will email Sean later and find out what's what.
okay. Please do. Yeah.
Or
Um,
Sean can email her and tell her.
yeah. He said I sent my address to Jamie. Okay.
Jamie already has your address, Sean.
Okay.
No,
Well,
not twice.
well, get with Jamie to tell her which coffee cup logo
He
you want.
did not win nothing, Jamie.
I just wanted him one. I wanted.
Gary wanted him. He took his little stick and said, "Boom, you got a coffee cup, so you got to send him a coffee cup."
So now
Please.
that's gonna be a thing. We all need wands, though, huh?
I've
Because he
got one.
wanted a
It's my
coffee. It
wooden
don't work that
spoon.
way. It don't work that way, Jerry. Just for Gary.
Okay, all right. That's what that'll
Gary
check.
has the magic wand.
I
Gary
like the
can
wooden
wand
spoon.
people, and it happens.
I would have to take my wand out of the box.
I do have a wand. You know,
Eddie, if the monster is not sugar free, you don't need it. It is sugar free, Ed.
okay.
Jamie, Jamie, stop.
What's she doing? Tickling you?
What?
What's she doing? Tickling you?
Hoot on me?
Tickling you.
No. Shut up, Jerry. A man's coffee cup is like their toothbrush, not to be shared. LOL. Well, Robert's coffee cup is being shared with Suji.
That's
Suji
right.
drinks out of it.
It's her cup now.
Yep. It's
I gotta
hers.
get her own. Hey, don't chew on those wires. You're gonna
Uh-oh.
light yourself up.
That may be the only one may not be able to do because
One Suji, what, Jamie?
we got a bunch of others though. I know
You
that.
hear, you hear, Jamie, Gary?
What? No, I didn't.
Jamie said wand Suji so she can have her own coffee cup with her logo on it.
All right, here we go. Hang on. Bam!
He did it, Jamie. His magic word is bam. Instead of abracadabra or alakazam, Gary's magic word when he does the wand is bam.
You gotta make up an alakazoo.
He thinks he's Emerald Lagasse now.
That was.
Who's one over there?
Emerald Gary is happy.
I need shots.
Do not be demanding.
I just said I need shots. That's all I said.
I have my dad's coffee cups. Okay.
I am not awake yet.
Well, you better
Me either.
Well, I wasn't. I wasn't trying to wake anybody up.
So you want to hear the latest about electrical fences around here?
Does
Yeah.
it involve you and a butt?
No, it involves Robert and a cow's butt.
Oh no. Oh.
I'm raising army
So
mom.
I go to bed last night, 11:30, and I had the dog Daisy's out there just raising Cain. I mean, like she was ready to attack somebody. So I got up to see what's going on, gave Susie to Susan hold, ran outside, and Robert said that it wasn't even on the porch. He could hear the fence making this big zapping noise. So I got dressed and ran outside, and Robert was next door, and yes, and Robert was next door, and yelled at me. The fence is, you could see the arc, about a 4-inch arc on the fence. So I said,
Oh
"Well, what's
no.
wrong with it?" He said, "One of the cows next door is backed up to the fence and crapped on the hot wire."
Oh no.
and it was shorting the fence out, and it was making this 4-inch arc. So I said to myself,
Dang.
"Yeah, it was like, wow, that's a big arc."
You're
So I
lucky it
said,
didn't
"What do
set the
you?"
grass on fire.
Oh, it's so damn wet around here right now. You couldn't, even with a blowtorch, you couldn't set anything on fire. So I said to him, I said, "So what do you need?" He goes, "I have no idea." He said, "It's a bunch of loose cow manure." That's the best way for me to say it and be polite. And I said, "Okay." I said, "I'll get you a rag. Will that help?" He said, "Yeah, get me some towels." I get him some towels. I had to walk over next door to give him the towels at the end on the road. He walks up. He said, "Here, take this tool." It's got this picker tool that you use for picking up trash and stuff. It's made of plastic. He said, "Here, take this." Very gently. He hands this to me. It is covered, and I mean covered, in cow crap from top to end of it. And that's what the hell happened. He said, "Well, I threw it over here to climb over to check the fence, and it landed right smack in a pile." I said, "Oh, okay." I said, "So what's going on?" He goes, "I don't know, but that cow that crapped on the fence must have got shocked because there's crap from the top of the T-post all the way down the T-post, all over the wire." He said, "Must have shocked the crap out of her, literally."
That's funny.
So I said I had to go over, turn off the hot wire fence, and he disconnected all the fence, wiped all the wire down with the towel, and put a new clip on it, and clipped it back on to make it work. But it was making this. I mean, it was like lightning strikes. It was
Hey,
zap.
Gary.
What?
So when the cow crapped, or when the cow touched the hot wire, it crapped. So when
Yeah.
you touch a hot wire, did you crap your pants?
No, I did not. But you got to
There
remember, Eddie.
wasn't no jet streaks in your underwear.
Nope. Not not in a little streak.
I don't believe that.
'Cause when I got shocked, my butt sucked in. But you got to
There's a
remember,
reason
this
why
was
the crapometer exists, I guess.
yeah. Yeah, I remember this time of year, all the cows are eating really green grass, so they've all, have the Hershey squirts. Anyways, it was very interesting at midnight.
Yeah, I can see that.
What is up with the poop talk on this channel today?
Leave it to
That's
Jerry.
my hot wire fence in. I tell you what, it's fun. It's never a dull moment around here. Never.
All the way from my car being called Doo Doo Brown, Civvy, pooping in a box. Yep,
And shipping it.
a lot of talk. And shipping it. Better than
Well,
setting it on fire on someone's porch.
that's what I was just thinking. That's what I was just thinking. Better than setting it on fire in somebody's porch.
Yep.
Oh, you should see all the freaking stuff that's on this box. Exempt human specimen is printed on all 6 sides of this box, man. I'm like, damn. They ain't playing. Oh God.
How is everybody?
Hey, D.
Hey D.
Hey, D.
Hey,
Hey,
Dave.
hey,
Hey,
Eddie.
Dee.
I was there at 7 o'clock last night. You weren't.
Are you working
I am.
on Sunday?
D.
I am.
Why?
D.
Yes.
Well, answer Jerry's question. Why are you working on a Sunday?
I am working because we have a 4-day weekend this weekend, and we have one person off on Tuesday. Well, off next week, and I am off early Tuesday morning when we come back.
Ah,
So
so she's making her hours.
I'm coming in to do what I need to do when I come in first thing, and there's another lady coming in to do the same here in a little bit.
D, you were there at 7 o'clock Eastern time or Central time?
Both.
I was there at 7 o'clock Central. I went live.
Well, you were not there at the beginning, and you were talking about how bad the weather was, and when you finally got on there. Do you remember
I
that?
was at 7 o'clock Central. I was there.
Yeah,
Well,
I was there too.
you were. You were there, and let's see. But you weren't there to begin with, and Jerry
Yes,
and somebody else was
yes.
on there by themselves.
No, Gary, Jerry, and me was on my live.
Okay, well, that's when I woke up, and then after that, I went back to sleep.
That's her
But I,
excuse, and she's sticking with it. She was asleep.
but I was asleep. I woke up when the alarm went off at 7, and then I remember I come back at 8, and you were talking about the weather and how bad of a storm you got, and then I was out.
I started my live right at 7. It started with the intro.
Maybe we need to start the live with lightning bolts or something, or fireworks to wake her up.
I don't know. But I was there, but I went back to sleep. I slept all day yesterday. So I keep going in and out
Well,
because I don't want y'all hearing my stapler. So
Hey, Eddie, tell Jamie I took my pill.
hey, Meredith. She ain't talking to Jerry today.
What?
Jerry and Ed was trying to wake me up.
I was
No, I
not.
wasn't.
I said I am not calling you.
Y'all were talking about it
Hey,
in chat about
no, you don't chew on that. That glue will
All we
Gra-
melt.
said was, all I
Gracie.
said was, Jerry, call Eddie. And then Jerry said, Gary, call Eddie. And everybody
Yeah.
said no.
Uh huh.
We know you need your beauty sleep, devil dog. So you should be sleeping for like a week.
Still wouldn't help.
I can't sleep for a week. I can't even take naps. Oh, you almost hit the puppy. Gracie.
The when
I took a nap
No,
today.
no, stay out of there. She's
Can't
trying to
see.
glue her mouth shut, Eddie.
She's trying to do what? Her mouth shut?
She's trying to glue her mouth shut with my super glue.
Oh,
Oh
Gracie,
no.
be easy.
don't let her do.
Gracie's playing with
Are you going to
with
shut down 11:29 so you can talk about?
Dennis. Gracie, be sweet. She is beating him up. She's
Teach him to
she's
be
hitting
mean.
him. She's hitting him with his paws. Her paws.
I'm gonna paddle your butt. You stay out of there.
Hey.
You stay out of there.
Well, he chasing her,
Don't
Jamie.
chew the wires.
He's probably trying to
She
serve him
just
an eviction notice.
She did. No, she's teaching him to bite like she taught Suji to do it. Ouch! Ouch! That's my toe. Stop.
no, my camera's not on. I don't even know where my camera is. I guess it's on. Hello, hello. Oh, it's right there. Because Gary moves crap around all the time. I do not know.
You're right next to me.
Yeah, I know. I see it now. But I'm on my phone and it's small. Is he getting you, Gracie? Is he getting you? Tammy's tired of puppies.
Yeah, she doesn't want. She's not gonna have Penny breathe. No Pennywise babies.
Yeah, whatever. There will be Pennywise babies.
You're going to take care of them, not me.
I will.
The boss
I'll
has
put them in a
spoken.
kennel.
Ouch.
I'll put them in a kennel and leave them alone.
Well, they'll have to be tended to. I bet Penny. I bet Penny will be a good mom.
I don't know if Penny will be a good mom or not.
He's a crackhead, so you never know.
Well, I don't. Thank you for coming in, Aries World.
You might go through withdrawals after that.
Okay, these puppies are 8 weeks old. They need to go. Easy.
Well,
That's what you should do.
Y'all
Put the
cannot eat
puppies
off
on
of
the wheel.
her.
with it,
Put a puppy on the prize wheel.
No, I'm not putting no dang pup. Somebody pays me $800. I'll put a puppy on a prize wheel.
Hey, we ought to do a sell tickets on the wheel for.
Yeah, and no shipping. You got to pick it up.
thanks for coming in, Sean. I do have to go to work here in a little bit. And I got about 10 minutes before I'm gonna have to go. Anyhow, but we are gonna have I'll be working a double tomorrow, and the next day, at least I'm on the schedule. So if I'm on the schedule, it's pretty much a given. That's what I'm gonna be doing. There are some days I'm not scheduled. I end up doing that too. But still working towards the pension. I won't be able to have. I won't be able to have.
Easy.
I won't be able to do the years, but I can do.
Yeah,
Right.
get scratched.
Oh, I think Timmy's awake.
Hey,
Morning, Tammy.
he can't hear you.
Oh,
He's
okay.
still in the house. Yeah, I hear him. He's awake. He's on the other side of the door. Here he comes.
Morning,
Ta-da!
Tammy. Morning,
Morning,
Tammy.
Timmy.
Morning,
And he says
Tammy.
good morning.
Morning, Tim.
Hi. How you doing,
He's like,
Tammy? Easy,
hey.
Gracie.
He's like, hey.
Morning, Tammy.
And the little girls are up.
It hasn't shown up yet.
Yeller, go. You can't jump up here, you stooge. You can't jump up here. No, you can't. No, you can't. No, you can't jump up here. Merle's trying to jump up, jump up, jump up. Dennis, you can't jump up here either, Dennis. No, you can't. You can't even get off the ground. You can't even get off the ground. No. You're funny. You're funny, Dennis. Oh, hey, cutie. Hey,
Hi.
cutie boy. Hey, talking to you.
There you
Friday.
go.
What?
There you go. My new avatar.
Okay, I'll look. Sometimes my. Oh, here it is.
Gracie, move your butt. Nobody wants to see your butt. Gracie, move. What do you mean I'm not supposed to be on camera? I'm not on camera. You do not. You do not see me on the TV. What?
I will have to. I'll have to check that out later. It's a little bit longer than I'm used to.
What
But
is?
Friday House sent me an email, and so it's a little bit longer than if it was a short thing. I could read it and respond real quick, but I might have to look at it a little. It was in the spam folder.
I put my new avatar up, Gary. Look at it.
All right, I see it. The one
Eddie,
with.
watch this.
All right, hang on.
No, PD is gone.
Hang on. Let me bring
go.
so I can bring you up. Sorry, y'all. Yes, I love that. That is adorable.
Isn't that sweet?
Thanks, Civvy.
You're welcome.
We're gonna see it on a mug here. It's gonna be a Suzy mug pretty soon.
Gracie, easy with that.
Because Gary wanted her that.
Yeah, that's put. That'll be her.
Then got the donut. Gracie took it away from me. Oh, I don't know. Merle's, I think. Easy, Gracie. You can play, but easy. Easy.
I get it. You know, and sometimes I don't use email very much, honestly.
That's because it's old and out of date. AOL.com.
Yeah, but I hadn't.
You've got mail. Gracie, easy.
But to be fair, I had never used it much.
I bet D don't even use AOL, Gary.
I didn't. I didn't ever
Easy,
use
Gracie. Easy, Gracie.
AOL. There are those that
What,
did.
D?
I said I never used AOL, but there are those that did. So
Yeah, but AOL's a little bit outdated.
Just a little.
They received email. That's all I need it for.
I'm surprised it's still working. That's what surprises me.
Yeah,
Well,
I'm surprised too. Oh, remember Netscape? That was like the
oh god,
wasn't that
yeah.
the one that was wow, Timmy. Wasn't that the one that was like rival to AOL?
I had Roadrunner forever.
Yeah, but
yeah.
Roadrunner was cable.
Yeah. My daughter said, "You really need to set you up a Gmail account." And I said, "What's a Gmail account?" So I did.
Too
He
cute.
just did not. He just Gracie's trying to take it from him.
You know, it's highly probable that Haggerty spot that kind of disappeared might come back when his head grows in.
I don't think so, because the color will keep expanding. Yeah. Yeah, they're Merle chewing on cardboard.
They like
That
cardboard.
is so adorable.
He's trying to chew his way out of there.
Trying to escape.
Give me one of those things for Merle. Oh,
Now,
he's over here, got both of them.
is Merle
Hey,
the one?
Merle, here. Merle. No, yeah, same for you, Gracie. They're fighting over that one. Gracie, quit taking it from them.
Does my
Yeah,
typing
she'll take
bother
them all.
y'all? Does my typing bother you all?
Nope.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You
Yeah,
don't
it bugs the
type
crap
nearly
out of
as
me.
hard as Des
It
does.
bugs the crap out of me, D.
All
That's
right.
a bonus.
You don't count.
That's right. Because it's
I
numbers, he
even-
can't count.
Oh, speaking of puppies, did you guys see Simon's new puppy?
No,
Simon
he
has
got
new
a little girl Chihuahua.
Yeah.
Oh,
No, I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah, he
I didn't
posted
know if
it
he
on
was
his
serious. I didn't know if he was serious or not.
oh, he'd been talking about it for God, quite a while. And that Taco needs a girlfriend.
Move the devil dog off, Gary.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm looking up the.
Gary, no, move the devil. I said move the devil dog off, Gary, not the freaking,
The name.
not littlefy it.
What name moved the devil dog off?
The name.
The name.
Oh,
It was right in the way.
all right. That's under branding.
What?
That's under branding, I think.
Yes, it's under brands, lower thirds.
How about that?
Well, that's okay, but now you made it small again.
I don't think I put it on there at all.
Yeah, you bigified it a minute. What are you talking about?
Oh,
Yep, now they're gone. Now they're not doing it no more.
No, now they're messing with your Crocs.
Well, they're after the trade again.
There's 30 of them down
No,
there, though.
Grace, I'll take that.
None
Now
of them.
Gracie's like, nope, that's mine too.
Yeah, they're the edible Nyla bones, and Gracie just took it. She's holding it in her mouth like a cigar. No, Gracie took it.
No, there's one by the lobster. I see it.
Oh, over there. Okay, not the alligator, the lobster. Yeah, Gracie's holding this in her. Well, where'd you go? Oh, she dropped it.
I just about to put her into the little.
I do not like them alligators and lobsters because they got those little freaking hard knots, and Gracie swings the crap out of them and gonna hit a puppy in the head with it and put out its eye.
You're right. It's gonna hit your leg with it. What you're afraid of?
No, I'm afraid of having an eyeless freaking puppy that you can't tell.
Is it my imagination or is Merle bigger than the other one?
Merle's bigger.
Merle,
Merle's
are
a,
you
Boy,
bigger?
can be a tank.
Merle's gonna be a brute.
Merle, are you bigger? Get it, Merle.
Look
Get
at his
it,
feet.
Merle.
His feet are even bigger.
Ready?
Yeah.
Hey, Merle.
Well, hang on. We're watching the puppies.
Hey, Merle.
They got so big so fast, it seems.
It hurts.
I'm sorry, Beck.
Welcome back, Tammy.
Hi, Tammy.
Gary
Okay.
didn't tell you that I left you a message, but he forgot to tell you what I said.
What was your message?
It was
Hey.
like this. I said this place is a swamp, so we have to wait till it dries out before we can do anything.
Tammy,
Oh,
we're busy, Tammy.
I'm actually looking for Mississippi alligators up here.
yeah, Eddie, I know what your busy looks like.
Yeah, napping.
I don't know. Hey,
I love those. That's
Haggerty spot.
his name,
I
Howard.
had a Texan dog up here last night.
Merle Haggerty.
Cute.
That is called a Haggerty spot.
Merle Haggerty.
Merle Haggerty. We're just sitting around enjoying the puppies.
I love Gracie's ear, how she's got 3 spots on it.
he got a binky.
I can't have any
Dennis-
puppies, so I just enjoy
Dennis
your
has a squeaky binky. Gracie's gonna get it from him, I guarantee you.
So, Eddie, what are you going to do if you can't sell them?
They're getting sold.
Okay. Somebody bought them?
We no. Somebody hasn't bought them.
Not yet.
We have been doing this for 12 years, and no, Gracie, move. We have never been stuck with a puppy.
So,
Is it really being stuck or is it being blessed?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
No, it's being stuck.
I think it's being blessed.
No, it's not. We already have 3 Boston Terriers. We don't need other ones to try to, especially boys, to try to mount. Move!
You can fix that.
Not keep it on.
We're not keeping no boys.
well,
Well, have you checked with 4-H and see if there's some kids that needs a dog for show?
No,
They can't be shown.
they can't be shown
Why?
because they're ACACKC, not AKC. AKC does not recognize color. They recognize tuxedo, black, seal, and brindle. That's all.
Okay,
Yeah,
but still,
how
it's
far?
like that they could still.
No, they can show in
they
4-H.
they could show in 4-H.
That's not true in 4-H.
Oh,
4-H, they
I
could
don't
do
know.
that. Yeah, it's
I know.
to teach them how to show dogs and train them and get them into a proper stack and so forth, and get
I'm not
them
giving no dang
primed for
dogs
that sort of
away.
thing.
Are you crazy?
No, you just find out if one of the kids wants to purchase one of the puppies. You know,
Hey,
you don't have to give the puppy away. I'm not saying give the puppy away. It's just check with 4-H and see
No,
if anybody's.
parents will pay.
Yeah, the parents will pay for a quality puppy.
I don't know about quality.
We do.
They're rotten.
Oh no, that
I got
Merle
a
looks like
rotten
he's a
puppy.
good.
She's rotten,
We
rotten
can
to the core.
moms and check on the house
Yeah, I know.
and get something to eat.
No, I'm enjoying the puppies.
Eddie gave me a rotten to the core puppy.
hey, that was Jamie, not me.
No, it was you. It's all Devil Dog's fault. I got a T-shirt
No,
to prove it.
no, that was Jamie.
I got a T-shirt that proves it
That
in writing.
it's not.
Doesn't say nothing about Jamie. It says Devil Dog's fault.
I think he's trying to go to the bathroom over there, Jamie. I don't know. Okay.
I mean,
No,
Merle's
he
a really
escaped.
good representation of the breed.
Oh,
It's me.
hey, Barbara. I'm Bart. Oh, that's Bart Sarvine. Hey, how you doing? Good to see you.
Matter of fact, Eddie, I'm gonna get a little T-shirt that she can wear that says it's all Devil Dog's fault.
That'd be too cute.
You hear Jamie?
Because I'm the one that does everything with them.
See, Jamie admits it. I didn't spoil her. Jamie spoiled her.
I'm admitting that you didn't do that much with the puppies.
That may be
I
true,
play
but I
with
still have
them.
a T-shirt that says it's Devil
That,
Dog's fault.
that's
I'm
my
not,
job is to play with the puppies, Jamie.
yeah, I'm going with it.
Get her the onesie, Jerry.
Stop it, Jamie.
I'm
But
done.
Dean,
In 3 weeks, I'm done.
I know it's 8 weeks. You're done. Hey,
what'd you say,
hey.
Dean?
I said, get it a onesie with that on
Yeah,
the back.
I'm gonna get one then, and I'm gonna have it printed on there. It's all Devil Dog's fault.
Yeah.
Funny.
It is.
Wait a minute. Friday House says he's not too far from me.
Yeah.
Where's he at?
Maybe Friday House would like to buy a puppy.
I'll tell them too.
Say what?
I'm not sure if he's still here.
I don't even see that.
Todd just got his desk. Oh wait, maybe it's way up.
He's in Goodrich.
He just got a.
Oh, I go to Goodrich all the time for well, not all the time, but we do windshields in Goodrich. That's up by Livingston and stuff.
Yeah, I've heard you say that.
You heard me say what?
That you were going to a Goodrich.
Goodrich? Yeah. It's up by Shepherd and Livingston.
Well, I mean, I'm always asking where y'all are. It's
What
my
kind
job.
of puppy did you get?
That's. Oh, we just got a puppy and it's a mess as it is. That's funny.
What kind of puppy did you get Friday?
No, I think just got one puppy next to more.
Well, if he just got one puppy, maybe he got Gary. Maybe that's why it's a mess. Maybe he's the one that got Gary, Jamie. Oh, don't step on his back. Ow, ow. Well, this ain't got his real name. It's oh, okay. Quit,
Gary, you
get
need
off
another
my
puppy.
leg. Get off my foot. You can't jump over my foot. What do y'all got be messing with me for, huh? Go mess with Jamie. What? You think they speak English? I didn't.
They
Huh?
speak Bostonian.
Yeah, it's Bostonian.
That's
They
right,
speak
Bostonian.
Bostonian. They speak Bostonian. They speak Bostonian. Ah. Attack to the killer Dennis. Attack to the killer Dennis. Yes, Merle. Hey, Merle. Attack to the killer Merle now.
Are they
Ah.
barking, Eddie?
No, they're not bark. Well, they haven't. I mean, they do bark. They're just not. They're not real loud, and they haven't barked. They don't do it a lot.
Susie sounds like a little Jewel barking. She learned to bark from Jewel. Oh, oh, what?
I could send you my two dogs, and they can learn how to. She can learn how to bark from my dogs.
And
That's all right. Come here. Hey,
oh,
hey.
so what is it now? So,
Hey,
so.
Merle. Hey, Dennis. Hey, Dennis. Merle.
No.
Ah, ah,
You go
ah,
inches.
Gary, I
ah,
think you need to go back for another puppy.
Hey, how you doing, Doc? I enjoyed hanging out with you.
No, that's backwards, Jamie. Next one that orders a puppy, Jamie will send a mug
Oh,
and the very first shot glass. She said it backwards. Yeah, she said next
okay.
person that orders a mug, she'll send a puppy too.
Stop talking.
I'm like, no, you won't. Yes, but it's straight down. It's babe. I'm not pointing it up.
Hey, Bayou Sugar, make sure you
Carl.
let me give you some a shield. I had a chance to meet her yesterday at the meetup, and there's a lot of good people. It's up here. It's also known as Devil Dog.
No, it's not. Almost. It's 11:30, quarter to 12. It's all right. We'll take it again later.
That's why I asked if you had a good time. I forgot about it.
And our Boston's. One of y'all come here.
Friday said that their puppy's name is Hey, stop that.
It's not bad. I like that.
He just said puppy in a coffee mug.
All right.
I'm
Come
gonna
here.
change.
Hey,
I'm gonna
leave the
change
pea
Susie's
pad alone.
name. I'm gonna change Susie's name to Stop Biting.
This is Nikki. This is Rosemary. And this is AJ. So I got my three dogs right here. I got them all from. They are the sisters of these two. Those are her brothers from, and these are her sisters. Dogs, same parents. You know, yeah, okay. Here,
There's the mama.
there's the mama. There
She's
we go.
chewing on the puppy's nylabone.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure Bayou Sugar ain't you from Louisiana? You need a Boston Terrier. That's it. The There we go. That's it. No more treats today.
We have Boston Terriers in Texas, Louisiana, Mississippi, Arkansas,
Arizona,
Missouri, Oklahoma, what?
Arizona.
Massachusetts, Arizona.
Yeah.
Yeah, I said
California.
Louisiana. No, we
That,
don't have a Boston in California.
I thought Chef lived in California.
no.
No, he's in Arizona.
Oh, okay.
And Eddie's over in Dayton, Texas, which is right over there beside Louisiana, not far from. So
No, I'm not fixing to live in Mississippi or Missouri. No.
The come on, come on. There we go. This
You
is
got
it.
a Washingtonian living 2 doors down from him.
No.
Yeah.
Well, Stevie can drop it off, except for she said coming from the wrong way.
Yeah.
And
Hey, leave the pea pad alone, you little shit. Crap head.
y'all make sure y'all connect with Bayou Sugar. She's a new
Gracie,
channel.
leave the-
Um, well, but she's pretty. She uses EV Mux too already. So she's. I think she's a fairly new chick, and that's compared
It
to.
is now.
Let me go and take a look, just to make
I'm gonna
sure.
show everybody your feet.
My poops.
But
I'm not in.
she's got
I'm
over
gonna show everybody your feet, Jamie.
she's got over 1,000 subs though. She's from 2023, so well, I guess that's a year after I started live streaming. But she's good people,
Whee!
and
He
she
took
does.
off running, Merle. Oh, and now he's trying to jump up here. Come on,
Ooh.
jump!
Isn't
Bayou
Hey,
that,
Sugar's got a loofah
you just like Merle,
video.
Merle, Merle, come here. Merle, jump up here. That
I'll have to
lobster's
save
bigger
that
than
for
you,
later.
Merle.
Yes.
That lobster's bigger than you, Merle.
yeah, Chef
Save that
Cletus.
for later.
That's right.
Jeff Cletus.
Jeff
No,
Cletus.
Chef Cletus ain't in here. Look at him run. Little baby runs. Whee!
Sometime last night, nobody said anything about it.
They got the zoomies.
Bayou Sugar. It was a pleasure to meet you. You know, we had fun over there with the meetup. But unfortunately, I am going to have to shut it down. I do need to get ready for work, and we got to go
All
down.
7 more minutes, Gary.
The puppy show's ending.
7 more minutes, Gary.
How many?
7 minutes and 20 seconds.
Okay, fair
I
enough.
have to tidy up my kitchen. Pretty soon.
We'll go a little bit longer, you know, so we can check out. I love watching these puppies anyhow. 200 so I appreciate. Digit's been around a long time. He's never worried too much about, or he doesn't seem like it. You know, I think we're all sub to him,
Thought
but
I would.
he's one of the funniest people you'll find on YouTube.
He's very quick wit.
He is sharp character.
And Dennis is the one that I started to draw, and then realized, wait a minute, I think I'm drawing the wrong puppy. So there was
Yeah.
almost a Dennis sticker.
See. Oh, excellent.
That
Glad
was
to
a
hear.
Gary sticker.
What's
Gary
that?
was gone. I said, this Gary wasn't a Gary sticker. Gary was gone.
Yeah.
Well, I know Eddie's got like, I don't know what, 4 monitors, Eddie.
What?
I'm trying to join along with it.
What?
Well, we'll be here a few more minutes. Just talking about monitors. Friday House is talking about, he's got 3 monitors and 2. I've never tried to use more than 1 keyboard. I'm just trying to share the fact that we all kind of technologically,
Hey,
we do pretty good. You
I wonder how
know,
2
hey,
keyboards work.
Dennis. I got 3 monitors, but hold on. Whoops. Good, Gracie. I got 4 monitors, but I only use 3 of them.
well, I only use 2.
Because thing is it takes a lot of graphics card and processor to use. Where'd y'all go?
I need to
Well,
move that for here. That one's
Y'all
bigger.
get out of there.
Maybe shift this one that way and move that one over here. I'll have to try that. I just never get around to doing it.
Whoa.
Once I got it set up, it seemed to be, I was happy with where everything was, other than one's kind of out of the way.
Dennis,
And
come on, jump up. Jump up. Come on, jump.
this one
Jump.
was,
Come on. Come on, jump. Jump, jump. Come on. Come on, jump. Hey.
so we
he
just
got
had,
the Nylabone and he's running from Gracie that's trying to take it from him.
morning, Gladys. Good to see you, darling.
Morning, Gladys.
More monitor than I do. Yeah, you and me both. This is my primary monitor right here. I've got another one right there that I dabble with it a little bit. I've got another one over there and another one right here. I've got a thing to put that one up here, but I hadn't done it yet. I'm
It'll never get done for one. For two, if you can trying to run 4 monitors, Grace, Gary, it's not going to work.
I'm already got 4 monitors.
You're not running them all though.
Well, I'm running,
Hold on, gotta get a puppy.
and one of them's only out because it's an old computer, and I think the monitor went out.
Yeah, Gary, your computer's not going to handle 4 monitors. I'm telling you because I tried it before on mine, and it won't run to 4. It'll start like lagging and stuff.
Okay, well, let me ask you a question because I'm curious. I don't know what I've got on mine. How do I check the?
It'll run 3 fine. It won't run 4.
Well, that may be why this one is off.
Puppy fight.
Puppy
No,
fight.
it won't just turn its. Well, it's not a puppy fight. It's puppy and mama fight.
Okay, well, let me ask you this: how do I check my memory on here anyhow?
Easy, Gracie. Easy, Gracie.
Maybe I'll look at memory.
Gracie, give me that.
Yeah,
Gracie, come here.
okay.
Give me that. Give that back to him. Come here. Come here.
Really?
Well,
Give me. Oh.
Eddie, I've got 64 gigabytes of RAM, and and I've got an 8 gigabyte graphics card.
Yes, I know that, Gary.
Is that not enough for 4 monitors?
No, not enough for 4 monitors, Gary.
Okay, well, I don't know. That's why I'm asking.
Well, I told you before.
Yeah, but I don't know that you know what's on my computer.
Ah! Why'd you jump at me and bite, Dennis?
Hey, Emily.
All right, guys, I'm gonna hop off here. I'm gonna turn Indy on so I can watch it. So, y'all have a great day. Gary, have a great day at work.
I'm
Thanks.
sorry, D. I'll shut up, D.
No, you have a great day fighting with your kids, and it's okay. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna listen to the Indy 500, so I can get home and listen to the 600. So,
So
Is
is
that-
Susan.
Hey, D, what'd you think of Kyle Busch, D?
that hurt. And to be honest with you, for a lot of years, I didn't like Kyle because he was such a whiny butt, but he was passionate. And the past couple of years, I was really for him, but I feel for Samantha and the kids.
Yep, I agree.
So, and that just teaches, when you're sick, take time to take off and take care of yourself, you know? So,
Yeah.
Gary, did you hear that?
if he would have took time off and got his pneumonia in check and all that, then, maybe he'd still be here. But, who knows?
I'm not sick.
Not now. But you've been sick before and pushed yourself.
Yeah, you don't do that, especially when you get older. When you're younger, maybe you can get away with it, but when you get a little bit of age on you, and I'm saying, 40 is a little bit of age, especially with the stress that their bodies go through. you know, you got to stop. You got to stop. Take care of yourself first, and then take care of business later. I'm
Yeah.
sure the man had enough money. He could have stopped and took care of himself. So
Yeah, you see the trophy room he has? Holy moly!
yeah,
D, D, I would say this that how you described it is a lot like a lot of folks. A lot of folks didn't care for Kyle Busch early on
yeah,
because he seemed kind of whiny.
yeah,
Um, but he grew. People grew to respect him.
yeah. Well, I guess when I got to see, and a lot of other people got to see the other side of him, you know, where he showed the family side of him, and he wasn't. Oh God, I don't want to say this and it sound bad, but he was just a dick for a long time, you know.
Yeah, he
He just
was.
was. So,
That's saying
but
nice things, Diz. D. I mean,
but
that's saying nice things.
I didn't
but
like Jeff Gordon. Jeff Gordon was a little whiny baby.
yeah, and well, they, you know, when things, and there's another one they're out now that's a whiny butt, and I don't like him because he is the same way. If you're going to be in that business and you can't take defeat, you don't need to be in that business. You
Hmm.
know, suck it up, be a man or a
Smoke,
woman, and if you don't
smoke,
win, you can't win all the time. You just can't.
smoke was Smoke was my favorite driver, other than Dale Earnhardt. Smoke, and I was hoping Junior. Dale Jr. would do good, and he really wasn't. Yeah, anyways. And then Harvick was Gary's favorite driver back when Gary watched sport.
Yeah, and Harvick is awesome. I mean, he's doing great with his kid. Keelan's doing great. Brexton, I'm telling you what, with Kyle, coaching Brexton, Brexton is awesome right now. Him and Keelan both are doing great, and they're only
I heard
11.
they
Go
I
ahead.
heard they retired Kyle Busch's number until Brexton's old enough to get it.
Yes, they put his number back until Brexton is ready to drive for RCR, and I think that's awesome. But you know, I just think if you can't take defeat, just don't whine about it. Just go somewhere else. And I know it's big money, but there again, show some pride to yourself and don't say, well, I got done this way. If you have it on video and you can see that you were done this way, that's racing. I'm sorry. It's just racing. It's been racing for a long time.
Yep.
And I just think the guys these days are just pussyfooters and they just, it's just the way it is. So I've said my piece, but I hate to see that Kyle passed. I hate it for the wife and the kids. Oh
Yeah.
gosh, I just do.
It didn't happen doing his job either. Like Earl.
Yeah.
Yeah, if he would have, like Earnhardt, if it would have
Yeah.
happened that way, it probably would have been different. But
Yeah.
Yeah, he was only 41 years old too.
yeah, but
He was
like
like half of Jerry's age.
Excuse me.
I think
My youngest is 40. Just turned, matter of fact. When we were down at your house, he just turned 40.
if you're sick and you have a stressful job like that, and
Yep.
that is stressful, you know, don't your job's going to be there. They want you healthy and driving. They don't want you unhealthy and dying. So, I mean, you just needed.
I think it was complications with pneumonia or something like.
It was complications with pneumonia that turned sepsis.
Yep.
Yeah,
So,
yeah,
and I
that.
and I
Yeah.
think had he went to the hospital and taken care of himself with the pneumonia, then you know maybe it wouldn't happen. I don't know. I'm not a doctor, but I would say it would had a less likelihood of it happening. You know, but take care of yourself. If you're sick, take care of yourself first.
Yep.
Take care of yourself for your kids and for your wife or your husband. Take care of yourself first. So, but there's my soapbox. But I'm gonna go watch the Indy. You guys have a great day.
Thanks for coming in. Always a pleasure to
Well,
see you.
you too, D.
I love y'all.
Bye, Dee.
Bye.
All right.
She
Well,
still didn't come.
she still didn't come where? Well, that's okay. I think it's everything's gone quiet.
It went
To my
over your
live, I
phone,
didn't
Gary.
see.
Well, I don't know, but I know that I got to go. I got to get ready for work. Thank you, everybody. We've got 23 people in here, and I'm very thankful for each and every one of you. If I
Hoorah,
can,
John.
I do want to say to do something. Try to cast a big shadow, leave a big footprint, do something to help somebody else. Help somebody get to where you're at. Maybe mentor somebody. Just do something to help other people.
What hat you wearing, Gary?
This is Ward's Ward's Record Service. I'm a fan of Ward's hamburgers. This is a different Ward's, but Tammy got that for me, and it's got green on the back. So the Tammy, I guess she thought that would be fun to have on my live stream. So that's what I did. Hey, I hope everybody shows up the next time I'm live. It probably won't
Well,
be.
that hat is kind of accurate. You're missing your brain.
Well, I figured you'd come up with something like that, and don't think the thought didn't cross my mind. But,
It could cross your mind. It
there's a
could
little
cross
bit
your
of
mind.
that. There's
It
a
could
little
cross your mind. There's nothing there now.
bit, and yeah,
It's,
there. It crossed my mind when I was wearing it. Yes. So, hopefully, I will be live.
Well, there's still holes in it. We can see right through it, Gary.
I'll probably be live again on Thursday. By the way, Sivvy and Jerry and Eddie will be live streaming our own Sivvy's channel, and I know that Jerry typically will go stream it
In 2 hours.
in 2 hours. Yeah, in 2 hours. So y'all make sure y'all check that out. Check out at Chef Sivvy or Cooking with the Mafia. And also Butler Family Farm. And
Sugar-free cinnamon rolls.
they're going to be making sugar-free cinnamon rolls. Notice how my short hands are. Yeah, by the way, P Digits is a hand model, so make sure you check that out. Emily's a good friend that likes pasta and pizza and beer and wine. Let's see, we got Jerry here, and we got Sivvy here. She's the sticker troll. Love Stirry Stir. And we got Eddie here too from Devil Dog. So thank y'all for coming up on panel, and thank everybody here. God bless you. We